Yo ho ho! AFC East Roundtable. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Dan Mitchell, and we are live for another show. It's free agency frenzy. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday evening.
Dude.
Let's go, baby. We live talking about what's cooking up in the division.
Yo, Richie, honestly, first thing, business first. Where is that cool-ass intro that you sent me a teaser of at the beginning of 2023?
2020.
Yo, boys, look at what our editor is working on. Sick-ass intro, about to be dropping for AFC. And now we still have that skinny-ass football intro.
Are you hating on my?
Man, I promise you that intro is coming. I saw the preview 7 months ago, and I still haven't seen the real intro yet.
You don't like this one?
I actually love
it.
it. I actually love it myself.
Dude, that football is so skinny. My question is that where's the montage of all of our boys talking Dan Mitchell freeze frame, Dan Mitchell freeze frame.
It was fresh. It was fresh. I mean, we got.
Where is it? You want a Disney Channel type intro, huh?
That's
what I'm saying. Did make up a sick intro.
It's I'm Dan Mitchell, and you're watching Roundtable Sports, bro. And you just go with the R.
You just do an R.
I'll text our editor, okay, that you are complaining. I'll be like, Dan Mitchell is on you right now. I'm like, yo, just go look at the intro to tonight's episode, and he'll do it. But hey,
there's so much material. There's so much material of us yelling at each other that I feel we could have so many opportunities of freeze frame, Pat's Global, right? He's screaming in the mic, freeze frame, Pat's Global. Oh shit, you got it right now?
No, I could show you my new intro from my channel.
I think we always have.
Show us your intro. Show us
the fireest intros, bro.
It's a minute long, so let me know your thoughts.
A minute? Yeah. Damn. Show us what we want because we want this for the roundtable. Go ahead.
J-E-T-S! Let's go! Quick pass to Garrett Wilson. Touchdown! What a throw! Aaron Rodgers to Garrett Wilson. J-E-T-S! Let's get it! Wow! Jet-Life Stadium. Aaron Rodgers is home, baby. Jets Media, I love you all. Sprinkle is gone! Ready to take flight with the Jets, baby. Let's go!
So there's going to be a flaw. There's going to be a little flaw with it.
So here's my theory, right? So Richie sent us over. So Richie sent us over the first draft of the intro, and then he told our editor, he said, "You know what? Fuck it, make me a masterpiece for my channel." And
that's what I was thinking, Dan. I'm like, are you serious?
That's the answer. That's the answer, bro.
You remember last offseason, Dan? I was like, yeah, Richie, the intro is going to take a year. You were like, no, it's not. No, it's not. That's what he did, Dan. He saw ours coming to work. He said, scrap that. Make mine. This is too fire.
All right, how about you guys get your video editor, okay? I mean, this is my department. I'm the controller of it, I guess.
It's fire. It's genuinely fire, Richie. But there's one flaw with it, is that there was a lot of Aaron Rodgers, and once he enters the presidency, and he's not a part of the Jets, it's going to be really, really awkward.
Hey, man. It is what it is, baby. Man of passion.
Speaking of which, I feel we have to talk about it, Richie, because I mean, I touched on it today on the huddle. And you were like, you know,
haters are gonna hate.
Sorry. And so I'm not gonna touch on this because it's Fugazi, it's Fugazi. Yes. But RFK, an independent candidate for the presidential election, has named Aaron Rodgers as his vice president, perhaps vice president, going into it, or at least one of his choices. How pissed off would you be, and how Jets would that be? How Jets would that be for Rodgers to only have 3 snaps for your organization tease a comeback, tease an early comeback, and then the following training camp, he goes, you know what, America? I'm running for VP. I'm sorry, Jets, but I have other things to tackle. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I still, like, even if he does hypothetically run, I don't think that's going to, like, make him not play this year. Like, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Like, I find it hard to believe, like, he's not retiring. He's not leaving. Like, I can't wrap my head around that reality. I simply can't. Like, I'm not even, like, I'm not entertaining that thought in my brain. I know it's obviously a narrative right now across the NFL, so I have to talk about it right now. But hey, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to let it all play itself out before I really react. That's how I live my life. I like to stay in the present and not worry about the future, and whatever happens, happens, and I'll let it come as it goes. And if Aaron decides to do that, obviously it would be devastating. There's no sugarcoating that, but I really genuinely don't think that it's going to impact the season. I still think Aaron's going to be the starting quarterback, and I still think he is going to be with the New York Jets this year, regardless of what happens.
So, Colby, what do you think Aaron Rodgers' first...
We're talking about free agency frenzy, guys. This is exactly what...
So what do you think his first...
let's talk about the Patriots missing out on Calvin.
You know, it'd be like, oh my God, everybody has to like go and just once a week or once a month, just hide out into the woods and just make sure that your mental health is okay. Go ahead and plant some more plants in life and just make sure everything's zen. Make sure everything's
so
zen.
he would want to. So he would want to microdose school lunches, so to enhance creativity of the younger education.
Smart man.
To move forward. Smart guy, man. But listen, guys, y'all, thank you so much for tuning in to another edition of the AFC's Roundtable. It was truly a free agency frenzy, folks. All right. This had to be the Patriots. Not for the Patriots. I do want to start with the Patriots too, because like talk about a fucking bummer. I was expecting the Patriots to be one of the most, aggressive people on the face of the planet in free agency. And I mean, it was probably like the most lackluster. I'm hoping that maybe they like try and go for like some sort of crazy trade, like build around for like, some sort of rookie. Some sort of rookie quarterback. I mean, God forbid, like throw your balls on the table for like T. Higgins, like a crazy,
I'll do it right now.
Something like that. Like throw your balls on the table for God's sakes. We'll start off with free agency, folks. Like we're going through each and every single team, figuring out this thought process. But I do want to start off with the Patriots because they have been so disappointing. They had so much money. Scrooge McDuck sitting on a fucking pile of gold and just being the most boring people on the face of the planet when it comes to free agency. I could have sworn that Bill Belichick was still in charge of the front office based off of how the Patriots have taken and handled free agency so far. Colby, talk to us about what the hell your team is doing in free agency. What's your strategy? What is something we should look forward to in the future? What's going on? Sound off. Talk to me.
Man, I'm sick of being blue balled. I just feel like my life sequence has just been blue ball after blue ball. And now my damn team's doing it too. Like, I just can't get away from it. Gerard Mayo gets promoted as the Patriots head coach. And he's like, yeah, we're going to burn some cash. Elliott Wolf is finally in as general manager. Belichick's out. And what do? Exactly what Bill Belichick would do. The biggest blue ball to Pats Nation you could have asked for. You had the most cap space to start the new league year with over $100 million. Right now, they have roughly over $50 million to spend. And what are they doing? Nothing. And I've sounded off on Twitter. I've sounded off on my Discord. And I've had people bite back at me being like, dude, it's 3 days into free agency. Why are you freaking out? Well, I guess you're new to football because I don't know if you know this, but the 2 days of the legal tampering period and then the first day of free agency, that is when the top free agents are off the board, especially the first day of the legal tampering period. This isn't a situation where for the first month of free agency, everybody just puts a bid out there and the free agent has to wait a whole month to sign a contract. That's not how it works. The longer you wait, the more free agents you're ultimately going to lose out on. And that's exactly what's happening with the Patriots here. They're missing out after free agent, after free agent, after free agent. We thought maybe we could get a starting caliber wide receiver. Calvin Ridley, what happens? Patriots didn't want to pay him that $23 million plus mark. They gave him the 22. Apparently that was the mark. They offered him $22 million, but Calvin Ridley said, no state income tax? $23 million? Yeah, I'm going to go there. Because unfortunately, the Patriots just aren't a team where players want to go anymore. You're going to have to use money, especially when you have such a high state income tax. You're going to have to pay a little bit of extra money, and they're just not doing so. And for some reason, they can't get it through their brains that if you want good players here, you're going to have to pay an extra few $1 million, and they're not doing so. What I will say, Dan, is that the offseason started in a perfect way. They signed or re-signed their key free agents that they needed to, okay? You got back Hunter Henry. You got back Mike Onwenu. You got back Kendrick Bourne. You got back Kyle Duggar. These are guys that are going to be the future of your team. Take care of your own guys in free agency before you start going and re-signing other players, because the Patriots need to be an atmosphere too where it's going to be appealing to free agents, to where they say, you know what, if I play for New England, they'll take care of me. And over the last several years with Belichick, they haven't done so. So I think priority one had to be taking care of their own guys, and they did. But you know what? After they took care of their own guys, what did they do? They did nothing. The Patriots last year in 2023 were one of the worst overall rosters in terms of talent. And what was their idea? What was their idea this offseason? Let's run it back with the same roster we had. We won 4 games, but let's run this crap back, because that makes a whole lot of sense. The only outside free agents that they brought in are average mid-tier guys, some even below average. Antonio Gibson, I like that signing, but that's a mid-signing. That's a rotational piece. That's a change of pace back. That's your third down receiving threat. Great. You filled a hole that you needed. Chuck Okorafor, that's going to be hopefully a swing tackle. Realistically, shouldn't be your starting tackle. This team has not done anything to actually improve their overall roster. Right now, they are signing for depth. They are signing for like rotational pieces. They have not added anybody that actually moves the needle for this team in terms of overall roster talent. Right now, I can't say the Patriots are going to be even a 7-win team because they haven't gotten better. I don't know, man. I'm honestly getting very annoyed with the team. Again, over $50 million still left in cap space. Who are you going to give that to? And we're talking about maybe they'll make a trade. You could have gotten Jerry Jeudy in the building, who was a good wide receiver 2 with still wide receiver 1 potential. All you had to give up was a 5th and 6th round pick. They didn't even want to do that. And the annoying part is that they're in the market, Dan. Dan, they're in the market for these guys.
So do you think, like, here's my, like, theory on the Pats, right? I feel like the Pats right now, sitting on all this cash, are trying to take a Houston Texans approach, where they're sitting on a gold mine of free agency money, and they know that they're going with a quarterback at the 3rd overall pick. I mean, the second that y'all brought in Jacoby Brissett, I knew that y'all are unanimously going for a quarterback. Not going to shock the world with Marvin Harrison Jr. You're going for a quarterback, whoever is left at 3, maybe a trade up. I don't know. So many different situations. What if the Patriots are waiting, right? Are waiting to pull an exact same theory as the Houston Texans, where whatever quarterback they draft at number 3, see how he does first year. And if they get a positive feedback based off of his performance, that's when they go balls to the wall.
Well, the thing with the Houston Texans, I think, is a very misconfused conception, because a lot of people think that the Houston Texans got CJ Stroud and went from a horrific team with absolutely no talent to CJ Stroud just immediately made them a playoff team, and they ended up winning a playoff game. That's not the case. They were, even before CJ Stroud, still building up the team with overall roster talent. They were able to hit on the most important position in sports, out the quarterback position, which extended their margin for error. They realized that they hit. They went on to make the playoffs and win a playoff game, and then they went balls to the wall in free agency the following year. The problem is that where the Houston Texans were, even before they drafted CJ Stroud, they still had significantly more talent offensively than the Patriots have now. So I understand the approach to it, and I'm not against it, but you still need to build the team around the quarterback that you're ultimately going to bring in, right? Like, you can't just ask Jaden Daniels or Drake May to come in and they have a rotation over at right tackle. They have no starting left tackle. They have questions in the interior of the offensive line. They have absolutely no wide receivers to go to, right? Like, I think that's the problem. And I think that a lot of people think that the Houston Texans started from nowhere and went to somewhere, but they had a pretty good undervalued base value of like where their team was at before Stroud even came in. I don't think the Patriots
wide receivers left, right? Like, available. So you have an injury-prone Mike Williams is now available. All right, you have Hunter Renfrow. I'm a big Hunter Renfrow guy. And so I played high school baseball with his older brother. Huge place in my heart for a Hunter Renfrow.
I played high school baseball with Hunter Renfrow's brother. Is that true, dude?
I did. Ayers Renfrow, my boy, played ball with him. My brother played baseball with Hunter Renfrow as well. Some Myrtle Beach All-Stars, baby.
Oh, so you're basically brothers.
Have Allen Robinson, have Odell Beckham Jr., some Curtis Samuel action. Tyler Boyd would
OBJ!
Michael Thomas would be interesting.
Dan, this isn't 2016.
It's not 2016. So, like, you're saying, like, there's no free agent wide receivers that you would be happy with taking on.
The problem is that what the Patriots need, like these wide receivers currently on the market, don't really help. The Patriots have their number 2 receiver. They have their number 3 receiver. They need a more of like a number 1 guy. Marquise Hollywood Brown, like he doesn't move the chain for me. He doesn't fit what the Patriots need. Hunter Renfrow is a great player who I would love, but the Patriots already have that quick, shifty, small guy in DeMario Douglas. So how are you going to get both of those guys on the field, putting them both in situations that they're going to succeed in? That's not going to happen. It's not realistic. OBJ can stay healthy. This isn't 2016. Michael Thomas, again, this isn't 2016. Why throw a bag at a guy that's going to do next to nothing for you? And it was even reported today, after they missed out on Calvin Ridley, that the Patriots are done with the wide receiver free agent market, that they're going to now look towards the draft to add for a wide receiver. Yep. They said, you know what? We're $1 million off from signing Calvin Ridley, so we're not going to do it. We're just going to scrap free agency, and the 8 picks that we have in this draft are going to be the big changing factor on why our team is good next year. Like, okay, because that's realistic, right?
So like double layered question. So like a double layered question, right? So like you're sitting at 3. You're sitting at 3, right? I think Caleb Williams is a unanimous number 1 pick. He's going to be a Chicago Bear. There's no questions asked. First layer of the question, Drake May or Jaden Daniels, because I think the Pats are going with a QB. I don't see them waiting for the second round for a Michael Penix. I don't see them waiting for the second round for like a J.J. McCarthy or whatever. But are there any receivers that you think could be the dude that could add some high quality production to New England in like the second round? Like there's guys like Xavier Legette. There's guys like Xavier Worthy. Like, what's your strategy going into the draft? Are you going to pay for T. Higgins? That's also another question. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, listen, like I had a perfect offseason plan for the Patriots. I wanted them to get Kirk Cousins. Yep. I wanted them to get Kirk Cousins. I wanted them to trade for T. Higgins. I wanted them to trade for some other solid wide receiver to come into it, but they must have not been subscribed to Dan Mitchell on YouTube.
Yeah, apparently not subscribed.
How are you not subscribed to Dan Mitchell on YouTube? Baby. This guy's grinding, bro.
But no, look. I think it depends, because what do you have to give up for an Ayuk? What do you have to give up for somebody like a T. Higgins? Because if you don't have to give up a first-round pick, and let's say it's a second-round pick and a fifth, let's say maybe it's a second-round pick and a third-round pick, then I think it's an interesting conversation. I think if New England has to give up a first-round pick for a wide receiver, it's not realistic, because the first-round pick that they have is such a high value with the third overall pick. You know that they're going to go quarterback. It's not realistic for them to trade that pick. That pick is going to stay where it's at. So it's going to have to be anything after the first round in terms of trade value. And like I said, the Patriots aren't exactly loaded with draft capital. They only have 1 pick in each round, minus the 6th round, in which they now have, 2 picks. So I think for me, it has to be quarterback at 3. So for the first part of your question, I think that Drake May actually fits the Patriots system a little bit better, what they want to run under Alex Van Pelt. He throws a lot better into the middle of the field, and that's where the Patriots offense has operated very, very well and has mainly operated over the last several years. But even with Alex Van Pelt with the Cleveland Browns, that's where he's like to operate too. And he likes to utilize tight ends a lot. Patriots just re-signed Hunter Henry. They just but they just re-signed Austin Hooper too. They're going to utilize these tight ends. Those tight ends are going to operate in the middle of the field. They're going to run vertically. And Drake May, that's one of his best balls, is throwing in the middle of the field. Unfortunately, for somebody like Jaden Daniels, who I really like, you don't go wrong with him, But unfortunately, he is very good outside the numbers. When it comes to throwing inside the numbers, he wasn't asked to do it much. He's very raw. He's very questionable there. So if that's where the Patriots want to operate offensively, I kind of have some concerns there with him. But I think both are great quarterbacks. Both are blue chip quarterbacks that if you develop correctly, I think can be the starting quarterback for New England moving forward. And with Jacoby Brissett being signed to just a 1-year deal, Mac Jones being traded to the Jags, like you need your future at quarterback. And I'm not going to go on my tangent about why they need to draft a guy 3rd overall and not in the 2nd or 3rd round. I've done that way too many times. I think I even did that on here. So I think you're going to have to either trade back into the back end of the 1st round for the wide receiver, or you're going to have to take him in the 2nd round. And the Patriots have the 2nd pick in the 2nd round behind the Panthers. So I think that there is a potential for some of these 1st round wide receivers to drop. I don't like Xavier Worthy for the Patriots. We already have that type of guy, that really fast but smaller, skinnier framed wide receiver in Tyquan Thornton. I'm good. I'm not doing that again. Give me an Xavier Legette or other guy who I'm blanking on right now.
Dude, stop sleeping on Keon Coleman. Everybody hates on Keon Coleman from Florida State because he ran.
His draft stock dropped significantly. He had such a bad offseason.
Here's the deal, like with Keon Coleman, right? Like, dude runs a 4.640, but during the gauntlet, which really matters, he topped off at a speed of 20 miles an hour, essentially like equating to like a 4.340 by itself. I love a Keon Coleman. Like, as far as a Bills fan, like everyone hates Keon Coleman. I would be okay with Keon Coleman if he was the dude that comes to the Buffalo Bills. But I think the Pats would be remiss if they didn't go after him.
I like AD Mitchell for the Patriots more than.
And so you go with Brian Thomas Jr., who I want Brian Thomas Jr. more than anything in the face of the planet.
I thought that he had a bad combine too. He had a bad offseason. You like all of the guys who I think their draft stock is like plummeting.
Because you know why? Because that's like the realistic thing that
for you.
We got some super chats to get through. Thank you so much to the super chats. We can't neglect the Superfish. That's a great intro, Richie. Thank you. Always knew that New Yorkers could spell. Just kidding. Like your content. Thank you very much. I'm very fortunate to have some friends of mine that I know that can help me out with these intros. Shout out to Gator. Thank you so much, Superfish. I appreciate the $5 super chat.
Dude, you want to hear some bullshit? Do you want to hear some bullshit right now? There's 369 people watching this show right now. Only 89 like buttons have been smashed.
Punch that like button.
What? That's it then.
Only 89. Only 89 like buttons.
I feel like people are slowly not liking this.
We're getting it up.
S27 with the $5 super chat. I actually think Rodgers would play while running. The primetime games, TV audience, etc., would provide more visibility for the campaign. That's what I'm saying. Even if he does run, it's not impacting anything else. That he's still going to play football. That's why it's not as big of a deal as other people believe. Thank you for the super chat. S27, I appreciate that. We appreciate that because that's going to all of us, boys. Let's go. S27's paying the boys. Thank you.
Let's go.
Also, is Henny. Henny's paying the boys. The new Patriot way. Get used to it, Colby. Get used to it. Buffalo windows closed. And TD, don't you ever say Super Bowl again. 25 years incoming for the Fish.
Super Bowl.
And so Hennessy Heisman, man, listen, dude, he's a huge manifester. He's a huge manifester, bro. He tries to say the Bills' window is closed. But I will continue to say this. As long as Josh Allen is on this roster,
here we go.
Bare minimum is playoffs. Bare minimum is.
Yeah, but we're talking about Super Bowl window. Your window, you're still going to be a good team. You're still going to potentially win the division. You're still going to make the playoffs. But we're talking Super Bowl window. That's what we're referring to, Dan.
The Bills'
Mr. Mitchell.
window didn't even close this offseason. The Bills' window closed in like 2022, and we're just now seeing.
Dude, I fucking.
I'm sorry, buddy. Look.
Reality has kicked in for Dan Mitchell.
So the only man that has a shot of taking care of Pat Mahomes is Josh Allen. He's the only person that has a shot.
Bro,
that's Joe Burrow. What are you talking about?
Joe Burrow is a bum. He's a bum.
Burrow's the only one who can consistently beat Mahomes.
Josh Allen has never beaten that man once. If you would give me a list of people who have the best chance to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, Josh Allen will be last because he's had all the opportunities and never done it once.
Can we get something straight?
Let's let TD speak.
Can we get something straight real quick? Excuse me. Buffalo Bills fans, it is officially like dead in the water over, okay? Dan has been trying to sell us for a whole week why DeMar Hamlin is not your number one guy in the secondary. That is your best player in the secondary now. You're going to war with DeMar Hamlin as a starter versus Waddle and Tyreek Hill. It's over. And now Bills fans are collapsing. They all on Spaces. How can Jordan Poyer do this to us? Jordan Poyer. Oh my gosh, he went to the Dolphins. Y'all are done. Poyer finna come in and tell the Dolphins all the secrets and everything, bro. It's a wrap. Bills, 8 games.
8 games.
8 games. One more than the Jets.
I mean, you were wrong last year about the Jets.
8 wins.
By 1 game.
Look, let's be honest, though. Let's be honest. The AFC East is going to be one of the worst divisions in football next year. I'm calling it right now.
The AFC East winning the Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
They're going to be one of the worst divisions in football.
I'm sorry.
Bro. So far this offseason, all 4 of us are shitting the damn bag. None of us are doing anything good. We all suck right now. Yes,
wait till we make a wide receiver move.
Even the Dolphins. You guys have probably
got a defensive tackle.
You probably made the most moves so far, but how many players did you lose? How many players did you release? You're not getting better. You're just trying to replenish what you lost. There's a difference.
We lost one good player, Raekwon Davis. That's it.
Right. That's the only player?
Only player we lost.
Christian Wilkinson?
Average.
Agba? Are we
average?
Average.
Sure.
All of them did.
Yeah, that's the only good one, though.
Van Ginkel. Sleepy with a $2 super chat. Dolphins should draft Joe Milton to replace Tua.
Y'all some haters, man. I'm about to give it up, man. I'm just gonna get behind. I don't care what my team do. I'm just gonna get behind them. I'm gonna go back to being the delusional, just positive fan. Because
that's what you always have been.
That'll win the Super Bowl. Oh, I ain't been delusional. I've been telling the truth. It's just certain
every single time you say the word Super Bowl out of your mouth.
Yeah, but you don't never know the injuries are gonna come. We've just had bad luck.
Yeah, sure.
And he's back. TD on Twitter. He's an entirely different dude. Bro.
Dan, you lost to Zach Wilson twice. The window is shut.
Dude.
Yeah, that's real.
Dude.
That's real.
Listen, man. And so, I'm 2 or 3 super chats away from becoming Deion Dawkins.
Oh, dude. Deion Dawkins is a bum.
I am 2 or 3 super chats like that from becoming Deion Dawkins for the Jets, bro.
Bro,
so
Deion Dawkins. I absolutely love that the Jets live in Deion Dawkins' brain. We literally live inside of his little brain space. So shout out. And that is true though. Patriots and Dolphins, they can't say they lost to Zach Wilson twice. I mean, Dolphins lost to Zach Wilson once. Patriots lost to Zach Wilson 0 times.
Yeah,
but
damn,
the Bills twice, man. Twice.
Yeah, we own him.
Hey, as long as Josh Allen overrated and the Bills fans don't see it, they'll be in purgatory from this point
on. With a 20 bomb.
Thank you, my boy.
Let's go, Matthew, with the $20. Hey, guys, how long have you guys been fans of your respective teams? And who is your favorite player from your team? See, this is a great super chat, right? We're asking a question. We're talking about some things outside of just telling Dan that Deion Dawkins is a bitch boy. But who wants to go first?
Are we talking now or all time?
So I'll go first. All right. So I was born in Buffalo, New York. My dad went through the heartbreaking Super Bowl years. Was born in 1991. Okay, one of my first memories was my father screaming at the television for the Buffalo Bills. All right. My favorite player ever from the Buffalo Bills was Bruce Smith. He was my personal favorite. I had a little jersey, as a toddler, walking around. Bruce Smith, the man. And damn, dude, my favorite player ever from outside of current Bills players, huge Jim Kelly guy. Was a massive Jim Kelly guy. Broke my heart that he was never able to win one for the squad. But yeah, man, most definitely, man. Always solid thing. Also, Colby, man, listen, I know that you're a big workout guy, bro. I just ended up ordering this thing off of TikTok, bro. It's a forearm exercise.
What does this have to do with Matthew's super chat, Dan? No one cares about your damn forearms.
Fucking shit, dude.
His forearms are going to be bumping. His veins are going to be popping. Let me tell you. You're going to be
talking about, dude. It's the forearm
We got to show respect to Matthew's $20 super chat, okay?
I was at the gym the other day and accidentally broke the door because I've been working my forearms too much. You know, y'all didn't need to know that, but I'm gonna flex.
Look at these two meatheads.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Y'all leave Dan alone. The Bills suck. That's all he got now.
Come on, bro.
All right. Well, Matthew, I'll answer your question because I appreciate the super chat. Dan, great stories about your Bills. Your answer, by the way. When did I start? Well, my favorite player from the Jets is definitely Darrelle Revis. He was my guy since I was young, and love that guy. I mean, he's my favorite all-time Jet to this day. Absolutely. I mean, I can't say Joe Namath. Didn't really live through him, right? He's the only guy that, like, without Joe Namath, we wouldn't have us. We'd be right with the Buffalo Bills. But luckily, we won a championship due to him. You know, I started watching the Jets when Chad Pennington was the quarterback back in, like, 2005. And then I became a really big fan around that time. And then Mark Sanchez and the boys. So, yeah, that's how long I've been a fan, since I was 7 years old. And Darrelle Revis was my guy. I mean, there's so many different Jets legends, right, that you can talk about, because I grew up idolizing Chad Pennington. How sad as that is. I grew up idolizing Curtis Martin. But when the Jets brought in Darrelle Revis, he became my favorite player. And that's maybe why I love Sauce so much, is because he kind of feels like that new, lockdown corner, because I loved having, like, the best corner of football back with Revis, and now I feel like we have that again with Sauce. So,
Revis didn't hold like that. That's all right.
Colby, what about you, man? Why are you a Pats fan? Who was your favorite player growing up?
No one cares, Richie. Well, I was asked the real.
I was
asked the question. Somebody asked me a question. Okay, the haters are just out here tonight, boys. Damn.
Oh, man.
Look,
if you don't care, then stop watching, bro.
Look, I started behind the 8 ball a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. So, like, I used to when I was growing up, I didn't go to, like, the normal public school. I did for a little while, but then I was very big into, like, acting. So I did, like, commercials. I was in New York all the time auditioning for stuff. That was my thing. Like, that's what I was doing. I wasn't, like, watching sports or playing football like a lot of other people were. But then I ended up going to training camp. I think I was in, like, 7th grade when I went to training camp because my dad was always a Patriots fan. I kind of grew up with that atmosphere with Patriots fans. Like, everything in the house was Patriots. I'm talking about the front door mat, the bathroom mat, every mat in the house, the shower curtains, the toothbrushes, every little thing was Patriots related. So I grew up with that. And as soon as I went to training camp, everything changed for me. Immediately loved football. And it kind of started pivoting down through there, which is when I started my channel a few years later, because unfortunately I'm in Pennsylvania and that's the worst place to absolutely be. And there's no Patriots fans around here. So I was like, I want to connect with Patriots fans. And that's when I started my channel, and everything came up. The love for there got bigger. But I would say, like, I'm not going to say my favorite player all time is Tom Brady, because I feel like that's just a cop-out answer. So I'm going to make it a little bit more interesting. My favorite player all time is Julian Edelman, because I think he encapsulates what the Patriot way is. He had that opportunity to go to Tampa, play with Tom, play with Gronk, win more Super Bowls, and he chose not to. He hated on them because the Patriot way is staying a Patriot and being loyal to Foxborough. But his just love for the city of Boston and his mentality of the way he's taking hits and just defying gravity and acting like the hits didn't matter in sports, and always getting up was always, I think, the coolest thing, and something that's very rare with NFL players these days. I would say my favorite player right now, though, is probably Matthew Judon or Kendrick Bourne. It's a throw up between both of those. I'd probably lean a little bit more towards Matthew Judon. He's always playing catch with Patriots fans at training camp. Before games, after games. He's always recruiting players year after year, after offseason, trying to get guys here to New England. I think that he's another, like, true definition of what a Patriot is in kind of today's generation. So
I hated Edelman so much, man.
You couldn't cover him.
How good he was. That's why.
You couldn't cover him.
He was just so pesky and annoying, bro.
He was
so
a pain
annoying.
in the ass. Yeah,
TD, how about you?
Similar to Dan. I was a little boy sitting on the living room floor looking at my dad on the couch, miserable at the way we lost every year. But yeah, he was a Dolphin fan watching Marino and all the boys, and I was watching, didn't understand the game, but it was just in me. Dolphins. So I just grew my own love for the team. So as early as I can remember, I don't remember never not being a Dolphin fan. So that's how long I've been a fan, as long as I've been alive, I guess, 1985. So I'm about to be 40 next year.
Wow.
Wow, we got to throw you a party, baby.
Great for your age, dude. You look
40?
Almost halfway gone, buddy. Almost halfway there.
You look great for your age. Yo, chat. So, like, I dare y'all to go on ahead and predict the other 3 hosts' ages. Go off in the chat and predict Colby, Richie, and Dan Mitchell's age.
I'll give you a hint. I am
Richie 12.
Well,
Labor lost.
This ain't a hint, but my birthday is coming up, baby. My birthday is coming
really?
up April 1st.
So everyone in the chat predicts Dan Mitchell's, Richie Malera.
You're a joke, Richie.
And Colby.
I'm a joke to my parents. I never heard that one before.
Yo, listen, Colby, what's your last name, bro?
Do you really want to know? Because I'm gonna get flamed in the comment section.
No, I want to know.
I can't believe I've known you for this long. You don't know my last name.
Jones.
What?
Colby Jones. No, it's Cochran. Cochran.
Cochran. Oh yeah, Colby Cochran. Dude, I feel like I know Colby Cochran outside. Dan's 28, Richie's 24, Colby's 22, Richie's 25, Colby's 24, Dan's 31, Richie's 24, Colby 22, Dan 28.
Colby's 80. All right. Well,
Colby's 80.
Riser's not working.
All right. Dan's 33, Richie's 23, and the other guy's 21. Richie's 25,
the other guy.
20, Dan 32.
Nobody's gonna get it, Dan. All 3.
Somebody got my
Diggs and a blanket got it. I think Diggs and a blanket got it because I'm 32.
Colby waxes his eyebrows.
Yes, Colby's 36. All right, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure Diggs and a blanket got it right, like almost to a T. So he said Dan's 32, Colby's no, never mind. Richie's 13. Never mind, that's not right. Richie will be 26. Okay, so Richie's 25, I'm 32, and then Colby is 20.
22, but 22, you're close enough.
22. So Colby's 22, Richie's 25, I'm 32.
Come on, baby. I'm in my new beard era, bro. This is the first time I've had facial hair consistently.
You are 25, though, bro? You're 25?
I'm 25, turning 26 on April 1st, baby.
I feel like Dan's supposed to be 28. Like, you in your 30s just doesn't make sense to me.
Dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Nah, you're
a lot of carrots,
40.
bro. And so I ate a lot of carrots.
Hey,
Carrots.
my favorite player.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Hey, bro. 26, I'm about to push the opposite side of 25. I'm going the opposite side of
It's a legit though. Dan was 42. Fuck off, bro. I'm not 42.
Hey, it's okay, Dan.
It's not a bad thing if I'm 42. I'm gonna take a leak, boys. Right back.
why is this so true? Richie could pass for 14 or 34.
Yeah.
I mean, I did see people in the chat. Some said that was 18. Some said I was like 30. I was like, you guys joking? Or, I mean, I always looked extremely young. My entire life, I was always like looked at as like a young kid, blah, blah, blah. But hey.
I was the same way, bro.
Yeah, man.
I was the same way until I started working out and like putting on weight because it's so hard for me to like gain weight and get bigger. I've been doing this for like 3 years now, and it's so difficult that I was so small that people were like, oh, he's like 7. And I'm like, dude, I'm actually 20, but thanks.
Well, it is what it is. We appreciate you guys tuning in to the, what do we call that? Like the little trivia?
We call that the creator breakdown. Creator breakdown.
Oh, man. Well, we shall see.
My favorite player for the Dolphins.
Do we never get to TD?
Yeah, we got to me, but Dan always sidetrack in the middle and ask random questions. So that's why we got to the ages. But my favorite Dolphin player of all time, I'll have to go with, of course, I don't want to take the cop out Dan Marino. I'll have to go with Cameron Wake. I'm the type of guy that loves the underdog. You remember he was in the Canadian Football League and all of that. You know, I love guys that make something out of nothing. Now, I got players that I like more, but I love those stories. So I always throw their name out whenever I get a chance.
Cameron Wake was a dog, bro.
Yeah, big time.
Dog.
Causing problems all through the division.
I always hated playing against him. I was hoping the Patriots would get him. Didn't he go to the Titans or something like after he was with you guys?
Yeah.
I remember I wanted the Patriots to sign him, and then they didn't.
And so Breed786 says, I don't like this channel at all. Well, you know what, bro? We don't fucking like you, fool. We don't like you, dog.
No, we love you. We love you, Breed.
No. We hate you, fool.
No, Dan, you see, when they don't like us, we want to try to make them like us. That's making them hate us more.
No. Fuck that guy, dude.
No.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
No, if someone doesn't like us, Dan, our goal is to try to get them to like us. Now you're making him hate. You're doubling down. Now he hates
So I
us
don't need
twice
that
as much.
Disney Channel original movie fucking bullshit right now.
Dan has
Yeah, man.
really come into the TD Twitter world, and he's become that persona.
Dan,
fearless.
Dan, how many beers are you on, bro?
Dude, you know what, man? Listen, bro. And so I've been streaming for like 8 hours a day for the past
Damn.
I say for the past like 2 days. And then I finished my stream today and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go out and grab some lunch. And all I wanted was some lunch. And I ran into a buddy. He was like, come on, Dan, have a beer with me. I'm like, all right. So 4 beers later, I look at my phone. I'm like, oh shit, I have the AFC's Roundtable. So I came home and then I opened the fridge for a glass of water and I saw some Yinglings just staring in my face. And I was just like, you know what? Might as well keep on going.
Oh my gosh. So we got a drunk Dan hosting the AFC's Roundtable tonight. Well,
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
He's killing it. Well, we got another big time super chat. Staffboy13. Thank you so much for the $20. I'm going to take all these 20 if you guys don't mind. And I'm going to put it right back. Don't you guys worry. What is your bold offseason prediction for each of your teams? But be objective. None of that blind faith. Be realistic.
Sure.
Woo! Alrighty then. $20 for everyone. Thank you so much, Staff Boy.
Thanks, Staff Boy.
TD, we'll start off with you.
I may be frozen, but you can hear me. I don't know if y'all can see me.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Oh, no, mind, you're frozen again.
Yeah, I'm frozen, but you can hear me, obviously. So, my off-season prediction, I'm gonna go. Oh my gosh, it's tough. I'm gonna go. Right now, how I feel about this team, we're going 9-8.
No, you're what?
So we're talking about like an off-season prediction, like a move.
That's off-season prediction. I don't care.
No, like another move, like a move, like a
Final
trade, a
record in
signing.
2024. We're talking about like a move.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're gonna make a few more moves to get us to 11 wins. So, I can see the Dolphins trading for Patrick Surtain.
Ooh.
Damn.
Or CJ Mosley, but I'll stick with Patrick Surtain right now. That's
for
a bold
PS2,
one.
Some PS2 action. Okay. So the Buffalo Bills, obviously, we're not going to be making any moves in free agency. So I've been trying to tell like Bills Mafia, right? So the Buffalo Bills are like our parents. And like we're sitting in the back seat, right in our car seat as toddlers, wanting a Happy Meal. Be like, Mommy, Daddy, so we want a Happy Meal. And then Dad turns over and he says, we have cheeseburgers at home, bro. And that's exactly what the Bills have been signing all day. Wide receiver 4s, wide receiver 5s, no-name linebackers. The Bills are about to be making moves in the draft, my friend. My hot take for the offseason, the Buffalo Bills, we do end up getting 2 wide receivers in the draft. And I'm going to backtrack for a second as well. Here's the thing. Big baller Bean signing Eric Armstead to the Buffalo Bills defensive tackle in 24 hours. 24 hours, Eric Armstead will be a Buffalo Bill.
Wow, that was really specific.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Wow, very specific indeed.
Go off.
Colby, you're up.
Uh-oh. Richie's like, give me another like minute or two to think. Okay, so look, I don't know how bold this is, but you said realistic, but also like a big move at the same time. I think that the Patriots second round pick, they're not going to have that by the draft. I think they're going to get rid of that because that is a high valued pick. Think about it. The Patriots have the second pick in the second round after the Panthers. That's essentially a back end of the first round pick. I think that they're going to trade that for some type of offensive weapon. I think it's going to be either offensive tackle or it's going to be at wide receiver, whether that's T. Higgins, whether that's Brandon Ayuk, whether that's Deebo Samuel, who has actually been talked about via trade more than Brandon Ayuk has. I think New England is going to make some big trade, over $50 million left in cap space. Not a lot of like big, huge name, game-changing free agents. So that's what I think. I think they're going to make some type of trade that is going to change the trajectory of this team.
I love it. All right. Well, mine is the Jets land a huge wide receiver via the trade market, baby.
Wonder where you got that idea, Richie. I'm just kidding.
But I'm still
joking.
holding out hope for a specific player.
Is free agency or via trade? You're holding out hope.
Via trade.
Via trade. Is it T Higgins?
No.
Is it not realistic? Does he play for the Raiders?
Hey, I know that the Jets want Davante Adams, and they're going to be relentless. They're going to force the Raiders to trade that guy. Davante wants to be a Jet. The Jets want him. The Raiders are just holding him hostage over there. So that's my bold prediction. It might sound like it's blind faith, but I'm going to still double down and say that Davante Adams will get traded to the New York Jets. A lot of people want it to happen. A lot of people want to see it happen. Reunite Aaron Rodgers with Davante. But all jokes aside, I guess a more realistic option for the Jets. I mean, they're making a splash at wide receiver, right? They're making a splash at wide receiver. So I'm trying to predict who it's going to be. I'm
Tyler
hoping
Boyd.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like the non-flashy option is get Tyler Boyd and then draft the receiver at 72 with our third-round pick because we don't have a second-round pick. Or there's an option where the Jets sign a left tackle and we draft a wide receiver at number 10. So that's really where I'm looking at, but that's what I would have to say. My man's been crying since.
Yo, I've been crying since I called Dan being drunk before Richie. Dude.
He was acting a little off. I had to call him out. We lost TD, though. We did lost TD. Ain't nobody scared of villain Dan Mitchell.
Hey,
King Lowski.
Villain Dan Mitchell, bro. Listen, honestly, man.
King Lowski's in the
I've tried
house.
taking the villain route before, and so it just doesn't get it done. You know?
My villain route?
You know what, man? Listen, dude. You know what, man? Like, I'm looking forward to the day where Richie shows up hammered to his stream. Or Colby shows up hammered to his stream.
I actually
Dude, I'll do it
once.
if you want me to. I will come on the AFC East Roundtable draft night. 6 shots in.
Do you not remember the night I was drunk?
I think I do. No, I do remember the night when Richie showed up on the stream hammered. I do remember that night.
Yeah.
I feel like drinking with you guys would be such a crazy time. You know what you guys remind me of? I feel like this group of the four of us, we're like oddly the members of Family Guy, right? You know, we got Joe, we got Quagmire, we got Peter, we got
who's who?
What's his face?
Who's who?
So I feel like so I feel like Dan, I feel like you'd be Peter because you just drink heavily. You drink heavily, so I feel like you'd be Peter.
I'd be Peter? Okay.
Oh, man. If only Colby was with us in Miami.
Colby is Quagmire, so apparently I'm Quagmire. No way. So I guess that makes you Joe. Richie, I guess you're Joe.
No,
and
Richie,
then,
I'm not Stewie.
And then TD would be
Joe.
What's his face? Oh my
Stevie.
gosh, why can't I remember his name right now? He would be Cleveland. He'd be Cleveland.
Oh, dude.
It'd be the four of us at the bar. Yeah, we're the Family Guy
Stewie,
gang.
man.
Dude.
I'm an evil little baby.
Giggity. That's why.
Giggity.
What's
Giggity,
good? Giggity, giggity, giggity. The only good thing about Buffalo is Rick James.
Relax. Everlado.
Appreciate you with the $2,
Yes.
brother.
All right, listen.
Gator! Shout out to Gator. Gator. Jets are winning the offseason. And when Rodgers becomes the VP, the Jets will be the only AFC East team to visit the White House since the Pats. Bang! Let them know, Gator.
Yeah,
Let
they
them
don't
know.
like be doing that. I'm pretty sure like Joe Biden or something like doesn't do like the pre-Super Bowl thing anymore, or like the post-Super Bowl thing, whatever that is.
I thought it was post-Super Bowl.
And because he has no idea what the fuck's going on, bro. I mean, he thinks like it's like a
Here's
Girl
Drunk Dan
Scout
again.
convention.
I think they used to do pre-Super Bowl. Like they used to do something pre-Super Bowl too. And then like apparently they asked Donald Trump was like, if Biden won't do it, I will. And they were like, oh no, we're good. Yeah, it was funny.
Dude. All right, Richie. You know what? Go ahead.
Dan? Dan, you're a little. I gotta hold you a little accountable tonight, bro. Relax. Okay, hold the beers a little bit.
So I was trying to ask you about the Jets free agency period, brother.
Well, we got super chats, brother.
My
hold on.
God, dude.
We got
Okay.
kind people.
Onward, dude.
Look at Henny.
Shit.
Okay, well, Henny, we'll save this when TD comes back. I don't know where he went.
When is the last time they won a playoff game?
Rebooting, fellas. Trash and
No.
19. Ooh, the Dolphins.
all right.
Don't they have the active longest drought of a playoff win?
I think so, actually.
Pretty sure it was the Detroit Lions, and then they won, and now it's the Dolphins.
Longest professional.
Boy with another $20.
Man's going crazy.
Oh, wait. No, they already sent this one.
Oh, well, you know what? Still going
here
crazy.
it is, another 20.
Oh, so it wasn't he was going crazy.
Another 20. You get a 20. I get a 20. 2020.
Love this dude.
Another 20. What's your bold win-loss predictions for your teams, but be realistic? If Aaron Rodgers is the vice president of the great state of America, and he's healthy for all 17 games, the New York Jets are winning 12 games.
So the Bills are winning 13 next year.
That's realistic, by the way.
13?
13.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
The Bills are winning 13.
Yeah, bro. The Bills are winning 13 games.
Listen, man. Listen, bro. Okay? So it's not completely out of the realm of possibility because we were able to do what we did.
Bro.
Stop fucking with me, Richie. Stop fucking with me, man. All right, listen. So I have the Bills winning 13 games next year due to the consistent development of Dalton Kincaid, who, by the way, will finish second in overall receptions and be in the running for Offensive Player of the Year. Dalton Kincaid will be
Offensive Player of the Year, Dalton Kincaid. Did I just hear that come out of your mouth?
He will be in the running for the Offensive Player of the Year next year. Dalton Kincaid is going to absolutely ball next year. That's my hot take for the Bills.
Honestly, I don't even know if that's a hot take because honestly, I agree with you on Dalton Kincaid because I feel like for tight ends, they don't pop off year one. It usually takes like their second year to truly get acclimated and start to produce.
Brock Bowers about to be a Jet and be the best tight end in the division, so it doesn't even matter.
He's gonna be a Charger,
man. Watch that.
He's gonna be a Charger. See,
they're taking offensive tackle.
They could. It's between tight end and offensive tackle. But I mean, like, I think if you want a guy who's going to produce for you, they just released Mike Williams. They might get rid of Keenan Allen. You get a guy who's going to block for you and be a receiving threat. I mean, that's a 2-1.
See.
What's your win-loss prediction? Flacco's a Colt?
Yeah, I saw that. That's weird. I thought that he was going to wait and sign when it was a playoff team again.
Joe Flacco, backup quarterback at the Indianapolis Colts, folks.
Yeah, they lost Gardner Minshew. But honestly, look, so I thought that the Patriots could realistically win 7, maybe 8 games. But with how they're kind of constructing this roster right now, I don't know if they're going to get there. They might be just like a 6-win team if they're not going to start actually making moves to get better. Some of their opponents next year, like they have to play the Texans. They have to play the Rams. They have to play the Seahawks. Who else they have to play? They got to play the Cardinals. They got to play the Bears. They got to play the 49ers, the Bengals, and the Jags. So there's some tough opponents in there, but you also have some easier ones. Like they have to play the Titans. They got to play the Jets twice a year. That's an easy one. They got to play the Colts. That should be fairly easy. So, you know, yeah, it's a lot of toss-ups right now. It's a lot of toss-ups, but it's not as hard of a schedule as it was last year. Not even close to as hard as it was last year.
We'll wait for TD to come back to see his, but TD's rebooting right now. So we'll wait. But thank you so much for the $20. I mean, can't thank you enough. It's very generous. $40 in total. Go Sabres, 5 points out of playoffs, baby.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Tony Dow. He's back.
Tony Dow.
Let's go. I saw the super chat. 9-8 right now for the Dolphins. Hopefully we can make a few more moves to get us back to 10 or 11 to be a wild card.
So we have
that was realistic.
For the Bills,
good job, TD. I'm proud of you.
12 wins for the Jets. And so how many wins for the Pats this year, Colby?
Yeah, I right now I gotta say, right now with this team, 6, maybe 7, maybe 7.
6, maybe
they gotta make some real moves if they want to actually get better.
Wait. How many for Buffalo?
13. I said.
Can you put the super chat back up, Richie?
13. I said.
The man said, but be realistic. The man paying for you to be realistic.
Bro. I mean, as realistic as possible.
He paying for you. DeMar Hamlin is your starter in the secondary. You talking about 13
don't mean anything, dude.
No. TD, you missed his explanation to why. Dan said that Dalton
Kincaid.
Heard
his explanation.
No, Dalton Kincaid is going to be Offensive Player of the Year.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all be calling me delusional. Y'all need to get on this man.
I did get on him.
Stop that mess, Dan. The man paid us hard-earned money to get a realistic take. You talk about 13 wins. I'll do it for you, staff boy. Buffalo Bills maybe around 8 or 9 wins max.
TD, how old were you when the Finns won a playoff game? Let's ask Henny.
Mind your business, Henny. Mind your business.
All right. Well, we got a proud sponsor to remind the people about, and you guys know them very well. And we're really sad to hear that if you didn't sign up for BetUS by now, what are you doing, folks? Because they got the odds out right now on BetUS Sportsbook for the winners of the AFC East division. And if you guys want to click the link that's down below in the description right now, that would be really, really appreciated. We would appreciate that. I'm also going to simply put the link in the top of the chat. Guys, a great way to support the channel is not only by hitting the like button, not only by subscribing, but by also supporting the brands here. And BetUS has been a very proud sponsor, proud partner, like I call them, to Roundtable Sports. As you guys know, we're on the Huddle every day, BetUS TV. We're also right here with them on the AFC East Roundtable. You guys will get a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,500 with a 10% gambler's insurance. So if you guys want to sprinkle some cash and put your money where your mouth is, or where you think your team's going to go win the AFC East, let's do it, okay? The Buffalo Bills are the favorites right now at plus 130. The Miami Dolphins are at plus 180. The New York Jets are sitting at plus 285. It seems like a 3-team race. Sorry, Colby. They're at plus 2,000. For the obvious reasons, they don't really see them in the race there. Now,
That's
again,
fine. I understand. They didn't make
if
any
you
moves.
guys want to do us a gigantic favor right now, simply click the link, open up your BetUS account, make it first-time deposit, put some money down. They will give you some free money to play with. They also have a casino. You can play some blackjack. They got basketball. They got hockey stuff. Baseball's coming up. You can literally bet on everything here on BetUS. I cannot stress enough, guys, how much it would mean to us. You see all the super chats you guys are sending in. A great way to do supporting this channel is not only by sending super chats, but by also clicking that link, making a deposit, and gambling over there on BetUS. So we want to give a big shout out to them. Please bet responsibly. Let's hear a quick word from BetUS, baby. Let's go.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.
Shout out BetUS. Your boy's been making some cash on them during the season. Got to thank the Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs for that. So we'll see if I can double down again this year. Maybe I'll win some cash on the Jets this time. Who knows?
Bro, did you see what Calvin Ridley just posted on his social media?
Yo, what are you doing?
Yo, look, hold up. Let me see if I can. Let me try to show you. What is this?
Share the screen. Share the screen. What did he do?
He's just.
Oh my
He
gosh,
got his daughter.
He
got his daughter or something. Just with bands after he signed that contract. That's wild. You know, he's probably making that deposit on his way to the casino again. So he probably won't be.
He's signing up with our code on BetUS.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he was doing.
I love it. We got another super chat. Dan, I'll be at Nickel City Comic Con June 29th wearing my Billy Buffalo mascot outfit. Come see me. I'm not kidding.
Dude, where is this, bro? Talk to me. I'm down. So I'll book a flight right now, dude.
You'll be at Nickel City. So look, Nickel City is where
City
it's at.
Comic Con. Okay, let me check this out.
Dan Mitchell's gonna be there. We gotta bring someone with him.
Richie, I'm voting. He comes with me.
All right, I'll be there with you.
So the Nickel City Comic Con, it is in Buffalo, New York.
Well, there you go.
I'll be there.
I can't wait for this schedule to come out so we know where the games are. We can know where the event's gonna be.
Oh yeah, the event's gonna be crazy.
So we had some recent news involving the Patriots. Dropped an hour ago. I don't know if you guys heard. Richie, I know you guys are in the market right now for Tyler Boyd. According to Mark Daniels, the Patriots have shown interest in Tyler Boyd now also after missing out on Calvin Ridley. So a little bit of competition there for you, apparently.
Tyler Boyd.
I could see that.
Tyler Boyd. All right. You know what?
My prediction on Tyler Boyd is the Steelers.
It makes too much sense. That's his hometown, right?
Yeah, it's his hometown. They just traded away Deontay Johnson.
So I want to ask.
Can I just call you guys out?
Yo, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's do something for the draft. Together.
Together?
In person. I'm calling you out live.
So Richie's been trying to get us to spend fucking $3,000 on plane tickets out to Vegas.
We have points, Dan, for a reason. For this reason. We've been saving up. Come on now. Guys, I have the vision for the NFL draft and the boys aren't interested. Okay, I want to come. All I simply want to do is get us four together and react to the Jets drafting the future rookie of the year. Like, that's all I want to do. But you guys just want to do it in person. I get it. You're smart with the money. Maybe I'm a little more crazy, but I just want to come together.
He's a man of abundance.
Colby's always down for a good time. So,
all right, me and Colby will do it then because he's in PA
it'll just be me
area.
and Richie. We'll react.
You want to go to Vegas, Richie? Is what you're saying.
Vegas is. Vegas. I mean, I went to Jets Raiders.
So, Colby, would you go to Vegas with us for the draft?
Are you kidding me, man? You kidding me? Get a work by day, hammered by night. That's how we run it here. Let's do it. Run it up, baby. Let's go.
Colby's freshly 21. I know he's 22 right now, but you're still freshly like ready for Vegas, right?
I haven't experienced a lot of things yet.
And so we couldn't hang. No, bro. Like, I mean, I feel like we couldn't hang with Colby in Vegas.
Colby,
y'all couldn't handle Colby in Vegas.
We're all too old.
Are you
to hang with Colby?
Are you single or you got a girlfriend?
I got a girlfriend.
Good for you.
So no sexy clubs for me.
That's okay. That's fine. I'll be out there. I mean, I'm the only single one on this panel, so I'll be out there. Just
I'll watch
getting them all myself.
I can be your wingman. Look, I could be your wingman, Richie. I could be. I love
it. Let's go.
You know, I take a little trip, and you're like, I could pretend to be homeless. And then you come and you just slip me $100 bill, and they're like, oh my God, Richie, you're so sweet. There you go. That's playbook number one.
Colby, don't hang out with them. You're gonna go back home and be homeless for real.
Homeless for real.
Don't hang out.
Yeah, because y'all gonna spend like 2 bands on dinner alone.
Dan Mitchell.
We do spend some money on some dinner.
Dan Mitchell.
Money on some dinner. And so we would go to Poppy Steak in Vegas.
We're not going to Poppy Steak.
There is a Poppy Steak in Vegas. We have to go to that.
No, we're not. Okay, so guys, we went to Miami and we had 2 options, 2 recommendations for dinner. We had TD's recommendation and Dan Mitchell's recommendation. Dan's recommendation was Poppy Steak, a 5-star, high-class, Jay-Z, Drake-level steak dinner. Or TD Finstock recommended Wendy's.
The biggie bags.
And we caved and went to Poppy Steak. And
looked up and had
it was delicious. I ain't gonna lie.
It was delicious. Tell me it wasn't.
But Wendy's. I mean, what's next? The next time we get together, what's gonna be? Is it gonna be a Poppy Steak or a Wendy's?
So we're going to Nobu.
Hey, as long as Dan keep pulling his card out, we can go right back to Poppy Steak.
I mean, I don't know. The business still took a big chunk of it, but we do appreciate Dan for being nice enough for covering the beverages. We do.
Yeah,
that was very nice.
That was more than the food.
This guy was like,
beverages were expensive.
I was sitting back looking at Dan. He was sitting across from me, bro, and we were drinking red wine, bro. This guy would literally be like, yeah, another glass. And in my head, I'm like, does he know where we are? Like, this is probably like $40 a glass. He's like, yeah, refill, another glass. I'm like, this bill's gonna be crazy, yo. But then Dan's like, yeah, I'll cover the drinks. TikTok's got it. And then
TikTok's got it. TikTok's got it.
And then Roundtable Sports got the food, even though it was still up there. But hey, I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of fun.
Hey man, it was a good time. Yo,
dude, I'll never forget though, sitting there watching you just say you had 5 glasses, and I'm thinking,
no, Richard, this how you did.
4 glasses, fool.
Hey, no, he had 4 glasses, but he had something else too, though. So I think he switched drinks on us.
Bro, that shit was.
It was so funny though when we got the check. Dan said, "Oh, all right, I'll cover the drinks."
No, I took the check and I made you guys guess the price. I was like, anybody got a prediction what the price is of this check? And then of course Dan posted on Twitter, didn't you? Or someone did.
I don't remember. What was it, 12?
I was trying to flex.
Yeah, you're like, what's Dan's caption?
I was trying to flex on the fools. You know what I'm saying?
You was wearing sunglasses at night.
It was $1,100 for 4 people.
That's what it was. Okay.
Gosh, dude.
That's wild.
We're still paying that off to this day. So super chats are welcome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, you had to like sell it. You had to do the Klarna thing with it. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, bro. Our credit card is opened on my name through Roundtable Sports. Just remember that. Your boy, it's under my name if we get hit. So hopefully we'll be good.
And did Dan take off his shirt drunk? I did not go shirtless at dinner. It was too classy.
But it was
Oh
a
my
good
God.
night. It was a good night, though. We
No,
hit
it
some
was
spots up there we never been to and all that. Good
And
stuff.
then TD left afterwards, and then our other friend Borna, who's our agent manager, whatever you want to call him, left, and then it was just me and Dan for the night. Boy, did we have a night.
And so we went to karaoke bar, and like Richie sang the most beautiful rendition of Celine Dion I've ever met, I've ever seen.
Man, we gotta do a meet and greet like this, man.
That's what I'm saying. You guys like, oh,
That's
let's just
what I
stay where
mean.
we are. Do another watch party like this. Like, you want the draft to be like this? Us four, like, yeah, woohoo! This guy drafted this guy. Like, that's so boring.
It's just as someone said, it's with Dan's a trust fund, baby. I'm self-made. I'm self-made, fool.
The TikTok.
Oh my god.
Anyway, all right, TD, listen. So we want to hear about the Dolphins free agency, right? I mean,
Super Bowl.
obviously, like you're like scrapping up the Bills scraps at this point.
Stop.
What's going on with like the Dolphins?
Wait,
like,
wait.
agency period? What's going on?
Wait, we can't go there yet.
Why not? Oh, there it is.
That's just saved on your desktop.
No, I just pulled it up on my.
There we are.
Richie, you look
Sausage
like
steak.
you're giving me like school picture vibes. That's what you're giving me.
They took my
Dan-
plate away
Dan's
because I ate
giving
that
me
shit
like
so
the-
fast.
Like yeah, you know you want me.
So Richie looks like he won a contest to like meet like his idols. Richie looks like he won a contest.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, go back,
He's
Richie.
happy to
Go
be
back,
there.
Richie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just happy to be there.
no. Let me tell you, Kobe. Go back to the picture, Richie. I'm looking like, hey, I'm not paying for this.
Yeah, he was just happy he didn't have to play the band.
Oh, there we are.
I'm like, I ain't paying for this.
Bro, look,
Live in Miami.
you know what Dan looks like? Like Dan is like yo.
Yeah.
Dan's
This what I
like,
I
oh,
fucked so
Dan
hard,
looking
dude.
like this. What I
Fucked
do,
so hard.
fools.
yeah, Dan is like.
You gotta vlog it. You gotta vlog. Like the next time there's a meetup, gotta vlog it and post it on Roundtable. Or
It
the
was
AFC
pretty dark in
Roundtable.
there, though. It was pretty dark.
That's okay. That's okay. I don't know if you know this, but Dan does have the TikTok Alex Earl light that he could probably lend you. It does die here and there, but
It does
does
die,
still work.
bro. Like it's like going out right now. But fun story, I am getting my regular light back. And I'm also getting my SM7B. It's already been
Nice.
delivered, boys.
Nice.
It's been delivered. I haven't set it up yet, but it's here.
Not gonna lie, epic view, bro.
it doesn't even look like
Dude,
y'all.
that right
actually
there
went
was
to
fucking
Miami.
sick. Colby, I really wish you would have came with us, man.
Now I had a few
man.
drinks
Please
in
do,
me
man.
at that point.
Next
but
time I'm
yeah.
there. Next time I'm there.
In Miami.
This is,
Oh, this
Me
is
and
the
Richie, TD,
this
and
is the
Borna.
first night. This is the first night after work where we couldn't even dress up, man.
no, this is a funny story because we were at work all day, right? We rented an office space and we just went out to dinner. We didn't like dress up because we didn't think we were going out to a club or anything, right? So I got my Roundtable Sports graphic tee, Roundtable Sports shop.
I had a whole sweatsuit on.
TD had a sweatsuit on, and our boy, all the way on the right, his name's Borna, he was at this place. He's like, yo, you guys got to come meet me over here. And it happened to be right across the street. We're like, all right, let's go pull up. And then the bouncer at the door is like, I can't let you guys in. TD's getting a
Yeah.
sweatsuit. I'm
He
in
like, you gotta take that
sweatpants.
jacket off.
Oh my God. And we bribed them. We're like, come on, bro. We just want to go. We're just trying to have, we're just
Not
having
you
a good
bribing him.
time.
Not
We're
you
just in
bribing.
Miami.
Give me
And then-
$20. Let me in. He's like,
And then
It was
he-
pretty dope, though,
I gave
man.
him $20 on the way out. He didn't ask for it, but I was like, thank you, bro. Because he's like, you guys can't go up there. But we convinced him. He was a nice guy.
Yeah, it was on the roof. It's pretty dope, man. We were like 20 stories high on the roof. A little nice spot in Miami, man.
Glenn's looking at our bill. $18 for some asparagus.
Asparagus is crazy.
Hey,
Unless
that
it's
asparagus
Unless
is
it's
good, though.
Insane.
Unless it's a
$18 for
family
asparagus.
Hey,
Insane.
Glenn
Well,
studying the bill, man.
Bro, Glenn, I showed the freaking bill for like 2 seconds.
like
He saw
2
that asparagus.
seconds. Oh, man.
Oh God, I'm scared to just play this video.
I look like, what you doing? Where was this? Oh, the airport. I picked you up, right?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's make a vlog. Didn't work out. Me and Dan posing for some. That's us in the when we first got there. Let's go, TD.
Sleepy, man.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, that was the first night.
That was the first night before we went out. All right. We're reminiscing a little bit. Too much. we got to talk about free agency. Some people are like, what are these guys? Who are these guys? Some people are just here to talk free agency. And we're talking about reminiscing our good time in Miami. But hey, it is what it is. Dan left and Colby, so it's just me and you.
Oh.
I am looking at the bill again, though.
My bad. I had to adjust my camera.
$18 for asparagus.
Yeah, it better be that like family platter and not just like, oh, we got a side and each of us had like one little strip of asparagus.
Hey, bro, it was delicious, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is what I got. See, Glenn, I told you I got food. Okay,
you got salmon with some potatoes or some rice.
This was actually what was it called, TD? It's an indigenous fish to
Bro,
Miami.
I never looked at your grouper.
Grouper, yeah.
I never
You're the one that recommended it.
Yeah, I never looked at your plate once, Richie. I didn't even know that's what you ate.
What do you mean? I literally asked.
I knew you got grouper. I just never looked at your plate.
It's so good, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Dude.
He ain't got another drink. He reminiscing.
Are you drinking hard now? Hard liquor? What you got there?
There's some sweet tea, baby. Some Southern style sweet tea.
That's the best. Let me tell you, some nice.
It is
sweet
solid,
tea.
dude. It's solid, man. Like, listen, like being from up north, like growing up on iced tea, right? Moving down south, sweet tea. I have been fucking. It's next level.
That's beautiful. The Florida thing. Some iced tea is like a Florida thing,
man. Sweet tea, yeah. Southern style sweet tea is next level. Good stuff.
JATS. Let's go, baby. Appreciate that. Anthony John with the $5. It's hilarious how all these smiles turn to frowns at the end of the year when Buffalo embarrasses everyone again. You the man, Dan.
Thank you, Anthony John. And so Everlado says, that's Bacardi. It's not Bacardi, my friend. It's not Bacardi, man. Beer before liquor, never sicker, dude. Liquor before beer, have no fear. I live by that. No liquor after beer for you, boy.
What about the devil's lettuce?
So the devil's lettuce, man, I'm not going to lie to you, Richie. So I know, like, that's your go-to, bro. And so, like, you're like a devil's lettuce kind of guy.
What makes you say that?
Dude, like, listen, man, like, I can't do it anymore because it just gives me anxiety. It gives me anxiety.
Anxiety about what, Dan? Let's crack it. Let's
crack that
anxiety.
So I can't smoke weed anymore because, like, it gives me anxiety. Like,
it makes him think he's gonna win a Super Bowl.
So it makes me feel like I'm about to have a heart attack, bro. Like last time I smoked weed, like I felt like I was in the shower and I thought I was about to have a heart attack and die. So like I haven't smoked weed in a long time. Yeah.
See, that's where you have to like stare yourself and realize that that's just a false thought that your consciousness created, and you got to look at it and say, this isn't true. I'm going to bring it to this. I'm going to just, utilize that mindfulness practice. This is what meditation does, bro. This is what meditation does.
Richie, you are the son of Aaron Rodgers.
Meditate, Dan. Meditate.
Bro, I can guide you through a meditation, bro. We're going to have to do a Roundtable Sports meditation. I need you guys to be.
I would actually love that. I've been very stressed lately. I would love peace of mind.
Dude,
you're a Patriots fan. Ain't no such thing, bro. It's over for y'all.
How do you think I'm able to deal with my Jets, bro?
What happened?
Do you burn, Colby?
I'm like so health conscious. And I know like, weed's not like necessarily bad for you, but I'm so health conscious that like I convince myself that stuff like that is bad for me. So I'm just like, I just don't do it.
So you don't burn.
Well, I will say this. There is a reason why your boy is into the cannabis, right? I'm a medical marijuana patient, so I use it for medicinal purposes.
Oh, you have a medical card?
I do have a med card. I've had a med card since I was 16.
So is it recreational in New York or no?
Now it is, but
he uses it from his sickness of being a Jets fan, so it makes sense,
Hey, I have Crohn's, okay, and I have celiac, so we're getting a little personal, but that's how I got some medicinal. That's in New York. You can't just go to the doctor and be like, oh, my back hurts, or oh, I have anxiety. Can I have a med card? Like in New York, doesn't work like that. At least years ago, I actually had a condition where like there's a specific diagnosis you need to get a med card, and luckily, I was able to get one, and I had supportive parents of it, and they were able to get me some, some medicinal, and I've been living it off of it still to this day, baby. So it is good, man. It helps.
Does it help?
So what's your bong game look like, bro?
Bong game.
Go grab it.
What's your bong game look like?
I will say it does. If I ever need some creativity, that sativa, woo, opens the
right?
brain up two different ways. But we'll talk about that another time.
Okay.
I was California sober for like 14 months. I ain't gonna lie.
I do remember that.
So there was some interesting news
What's
that did
California
interesting news that did just drop. This is per
California sober?
NBC. Per NBC, apparently Kirk Cousins admitted to having direct contact with the Falcons training staff during the negotiation period, which is considered tampering. So the NFL could take an investigation route with this, and if they do, Atlanta could lose draft capital. So interesting.
So Atlanta,
yeah, they were talking to Kirk Cousins before they were allowed to. They were negotiating a contract before they were allowed.
Richie, let's see what happens out of this, Richie.
you see, illegal. You're right,
Oh.
it happens. But when it does happen, TD was telling me on the huddles, like, man, doing TD, like TD stuff, And I'm like, bro, like, if they do that, they'll get in trouble. So here they go, tampering.
They're not getting in trouble. A report saying that's cheating. They might get in trouble.
Well, now they have to investigate.
Yeah, what you
I'm sure we'll see a
happen?
TikTok on it by Dan Mitchell, my favorite TikToker. He usually covers things like this.
Is that right?
Stay off the weed.
From Jeffa.
So I guess the TikTok's
Steve
actually
Nesbitt.
supposed to be banned, bro.
Dude, yeah, I thought of you. I'm like, bro, Dan Mitchell's ruined, bro. They're canceling Dan.
I'm ruined, dude.
I think they all saw Dan popping off on TikTok. They're like, we need to ban TikTok because of Dan. He's going way too crazy. That money you make off that shouldn't be allowed.
He's taking over NFL news, bro.
It is interesting though, because right when I start popping off on TikTok, that happens too. So
I just need to get more.
That's like, say for example that it does get passed, right? So I guess like we have 5 more months of TikTok.
The House passed it, I think. They're
sell
waiting
it.
on the Senate now.
And so we're waiting on the Senate, and then it's like right to Biden, who has no idea what the fuck's going on, like right in life. But so they have 5 months for China to sell TikTok to the US. If not, then it's banned. So keep grinding on TikTok, boys.
Yeah, because if that did happen, knowing how much consumers the US are on TikTok, they'll probably sell it. They'll probably sell it. I mean, you're not going to make the money you want it to if the US isn't logged in.
So I hate to get political, right? But half the reason why they're trying to ban TikTok is just because like they say that our personal data is being collected and it's going to China or whatever, which is astronomical. It's crazy because like it's owned by Singapore. Their headquarters is in Singapore at the end of the day. It's not China, right? But Facebook and Meta collects the exact same data. And it's all from an individual person. Like we all give our personal thanks to say like, yes, like you can take our personal data by signing up for a TikTok account or for an Instagram account. So it's nonsense. But I mean, here we are, boys. Here we are.
tune into the Tony Dow show for more.
Yeah.
And for the Tony Dow show, and so I will be at. Listen,
I'll talk about it on there. I'll talk about it.
If TD wanted you, Dan, if TD wanted you as a guest, you would have been a guest by now. So stop asking.
I'm so upset that Tony Dow has not asked me to be a guest.
I've only had one guest, and it's my wife.
It's okay.
That's such an awesome name.
Ask me, bro. Listen, so we can talk about the TikTok ban. I'm down with that.
I think
I can go in depth on that shit, bro.
I don't think.
Dan, go take a shot for me. Go take a shot.
Just so you know, Dan, I don't think it should be banned, but I do think it needs to be sold to the U.S. Otherwise, it actually is a national security threat. It is.
Uh-oh. Look at Dan's.
No, but I think it's
tuned to episode 7 of the Tony.
I'm not getting involved. I'm not really.
We need TikTok. Everybody loves TikTok. I just think that what they're trying to do is just force them to sell it to the U.S. because at the end of the day, all the data that they collect shows another country how they can manipulate people. What's your most trending things? What's the things you love the most? And they target those areas to manipulate and start influence. And influence is the number one weapon in the world right now.
Have you ever watched that documentary, Social Dilemma, on Netflix?
No, is it sick?
No, I haven't.
It will scare the living crap out of you.
Well, I'd rather not then.
It's about the reality of how the social media algorithms manipulate all of us for profit, and we just have no idea.
I don't even know how the YouTube algorithm works anymore, and I'm a YouTuber.
It goes behind the scenes, and it really just brings the surface of why we're addicted, to how these apps are keeping our attention on it longer. They know us so well, where they predict us. We're swiping through ads. Like, in our mind, it's free. Instagram's free. Twitter's, now you have to pay for it for some people, but Twitter's basically still free. TikTok's free. All these social media apps are free, but they're manipulating us for profit. We're on there. We're exposed to all these different things. People
don't understand. This is a science. This is an art that's been studied for hundreds of years, and it's being used with technology now. And other countries are changing the landscape in other countries based on social media. I mean, they could start a whole revolution in a country, an overthrow of a government, just through social media posts, putting enough of the wrong information out to uproute the people, have them thinking one way, believing in an agenda, going behind it, showing. I mean, that's why you have all these fake celebrities. It's not even their accounts. They're like, that wasn't me. But the 2 million, 10 million, 200 million people that saw it, all they need is 10% of them to never verify that it wasn't you, and to believe it, they got you. So it's deeper than people want to realize. This is a massive national security concern. But I do like what the U.S. is doing, trying to force them to sell it to the U.S. so they don't hurt people and take it away completely. It's a tool. And when Dan says it's from Singapore, not China, how many countries are operating shadow-wise in other countries? That's how things like that work. So I don't know. I'm not quite the expert, but I do a little research on this stuff. And you know what? You know why I know
this isn't TD Finstock talking. This is Tony Dow, by the way.
You know why I know this? Even
Dow.
The reason why I know this more in depth is simply because we're one of the number one users of this type of I don't want to use the word attack on other democracies, but we are the number one gamers in this realm. It's what we do in smaller countries.
Dude, you're right, bro.
To have an advantage, to take over the world.
Damn. Crazy.
Well, the Jets traded for Morgan Moses today.
So we'll be shut down tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for supporting us as long as we last.
Everything we built for 4 years is going down the drain.
Oh, man.
It was fun while it lasted, boys. Not going to lie. Glad the social media realm brought us together. I wouldn't know you guys. I wouldn't know, any of the Finn's rule. I don't know Paul Costa, the real one. I mean, the party's over, Bubba. All these people in the chat, I would have no idea if it wasn't for the social media world that we live in.
That's what I'm talking about.
And it's all coming to an end.
No, we riding out over here, man. But yeah, let's get into it. Some more free agency. Let's go.
Free agency!
Come on, dude. So I want to hear about the Dolphins free agency. That's what I want to hear about.
Dolphins free agency.
I want to hear about the Dolphins free agency, my friend.
Man,
so why are they winning the Super Bowl?
No, I'm disappointed in our free agency. There's a lot of Dolphin fans. If you want to go to my Twitter right now, they are so mad at me. They're like, you're one of the worst. You're one of the worst Dolphin fans of all time. We can't do anything right for you and all this and that. Listen, this is what the Dolphins did in free agency, okay? We brought in an offensive lineman who's one of the best run blockers in the NFL, but one of the worst pass blockers in the NFL. And when I say the worst, he's tied second for giving up sacks, and he's just putrid. He's a center going up against 325-pound nose tackles, and he only weighs 275 pounds. That's all you need to know in that regards. Okay, we got two linebackers. Both of them are excellent for what they do well. One of them is an excellent run stopper. The other one is phenomenal in coverage, but their weakness is the opposite. The one that's great in coverage is terrible in run stopping. The one that's good in run stopping is terrible in coverage. So we got some situational guys we brought in. Tight end, Jonnu Smith. Excellent pickup if we're going to change the offense and open it up. It opens up the offense. It helps us out if we utilize it. We've been proven not to utilize it. Mike Gesicki is proof of that. But if we do open it up, beautiful. But he's no longer the run blocker that he once was, and that's a concern because when he's on the field, it might be a tell for other teams. All right. We just brought in a nose tackle an hour ago that is, I ain't going to talk about him. That's all I need to say about that. All right. I don't even know if he's going to make it through training camp. Outside of that, who else? We got some other pieces, man. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Jordan Poyer. That's the Super Bowl move right there. Bills fans in shambles everywhere. They crying. Why? How could Poyer leave us? How could Poyer do this? He's going to give them all our secrets. And that's why I know we're going to win a division. Even though, we're not going to be the best this year, we're still going to win a division because now we get the 2 wins over Buffalo, and that sets the whole division on fire. All right? And last but not least, Shaq Bear. And we got another special teams ace for Buffalo. What good is that? Go down and make the tackle, the return type stuff. It don't matter. Nobody does it in the league anymore. But then we have Shaq Barrett. I like the Shaq Barrett move because it's still, we need defensive end help with our 2 guys being out. But the problem is it just makes me a little irked because I feel like we should have kept Van Ginkel. But they went with Shaq Barrett. I don't see the problem with that move. It's just I have my own preference in that regards. I'm not excited about free agency right now, but we still got a long way to go. We still got like 15 players to bring in this building, man. So we're going to see what we do with those 15, see if we can get better, and hopefully we're close to what we were last year. And time will tell. That's our free agency.
Interesting, bro. Solid situation, man.
Super Bowl.
Solid situation, man. So as far as all the Bills fans that are watching right now, right? So I will say that right before free agency started, I said that there was 3 players that I wanted more than anything on the face of the planet. So we had to re-sign these guys. And that was Daquan Jones, was AJ Epinesa, and was Taylor Rapp. And we re-signed these guys. It definitely wasn't a situation where I figured that the Bills were going to be spending some mad money. That was something I tried telling Bills fans over and over and over again. And so I know y'all want some Ruth's Chris, but unfortunately, all we can get is some Outback Steakhouse. And that's exactly what we had for the entire offseason going into it. So the Bills right now, 0 sexy moves, but all it's going to be is the draft. And that is the only thing. And I'm so excited for the next couple of weeks for the AFC's Roundtable to start doing our mock drafts, figuring out how these teams are going to propel into competitive nature within these next couple of weeks going into it. Colby, what's going on as far as your thoughts of the rest of the division and how they've been making moves so far?
Yeah, man. We last week we went live and I think the title was just Patriots and Jets on the rise and the Bills and Dolphins falling, when in reality the title should have been the AFC East is falling, or just the AFC East sucks, because that's exactly kind of like what it is, the Patriots were at a position where we could have been sitting here being yeah, we're flexing on you guys right now. I mean, the Dolphins letting X, Y, and Z player walk and letting this guy go and then bringing in some good players, but you're not moving the needle. It's kind of the same thing with the Bills, releasing all of these defensive players and starting fresh and not really bringing in much guys. And then the Jets not really spending money whatsoever. Patriots had a position to spend like crazy in free agency and be the team in the AFC East that really took that massive leap. And they're not. We're kind of sitting in the same category as all of you guys. And I think no matter what fan you are or what team you are supporting as a fan, you're disappointed with what your team is doing right now, because I think all of our teams have not gotten better in the AFC, where, I mean, it's arguably more competitive, I would say, than the NFC right now. So, I mean, the Bengals, the Chiefs, the Dolphins and Bills, I guess you can kind of throw in there, the Jags. All these teams are out here getting better, while all of our teams are kind of here stuck in purgatory, being like, dear God, when are we actually going to make moves that make our team better than what we saw last year? Because let's be honest, we thought that last year the AFC East was going to be good. And it wasn't. We were all very, very disappointed with how our teams ultimately ended up playing. And what have any of our teams done to actually get better from the disappointment that was 2023? Like, they haven't done anything. Like you guys have said, though, there's a lot of free agents out there. There's the draft, trades. There's so much to still happen. It's not just the 3 days that have occurred, but it's within these 3 days where you see usually the biggest moves, right? And unfortunately, our teams haven't utilized that time period well whatsoever.
Good God. Yo, Richie, where'd he go, man?
You know, I always notice Dan takes breaks. TD sometimes. Like, I'm like, why don't I ever take a break? Like, I never allow myself to just take a break. And I did. How about that? Am I allowed to do that?
No,
Do
Richie,
Of course, man. Of course.
you're the
How
one
come you
stable
guys
guy.
aren't?
You're the one
Come
stable
on,
guy,
man.
man.
You're the
I was
one
like-
stable guy.
I wanted to, you know, take a quick breather. You know what I mean? But at least we have Pat's Global here speaking facts while I'm gone, because Jeffa
He
thinks that
hating
you
on
just
the
spoke
Dolphins.
Jeffa is my favorite.
He hating
Leaning
on the
a little way
Dolphins.
back.
That's all Pat's Global doing.
I'm speaking the facts. I'm doing what none of us want to actually admit.
Super
Oh.
Bowl.
Did you show this already?
Dolphins releasing
Man.
got TD.
Break it.
Lack of support.
What? Let me call my
Oh, that's wild.
agent. How am I finding this?
Mascot TV.
How am I finding this out on the
Mascot
stream?
sport.
I saw this on Twitter and I literally was
Did you
dying.
see my response under it, Richie?
I did. Yeah, I did. You're a treasure. Twitter is awesome.
Is it though?
Why don't you read it out, TD?
Thank you all for the wonderful time in Miami. Every day I came to work to help bring the city a Super Bowl. Unfortunately, we failed. On to my next journey where a QB won't waste my career. By the way, I was willing to restructure and add voidable years, but Greer said he needed the future cap space to sign some average starting quarterback. Fins down. P.S. Greer did leave open the possibility of a return. Yeah, man, he just want me to wait to after post June 1st. If he got any money left, he gonna re-sign me with the Dolphins, man.
The biggest news to hit free agency.
TD, you're slowly
Biggest.
and surely getting like I've noticed this about you. Twitter is your true, authentic self.
Listen,
It is.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it's,
it is.
It's how you feel genuinely, and then when you have the camera on your face, you can't justify saying those types of things here.
no. Twitter is just my playground. That's all.
I mean, I did see you, you and Doug, who's another man on Twitter who's awesome to follow. Josh Allen versus Tua stats.
Oh yeah. You saw that, Richie? You saw that, Richie? You saw that? I've been telling y'all for years. You saw that, Richie, in the last 30 starts. Pretty much
Don't
two
tell me
seasons.
Doug was.
Who been the better quarterback?
Don't tell me
Who
Doug
been the
was trying
better
to
quarterback? I
compare
told you,
stats.
Richie. All right, man, that's what you should have pulled up, Richie. That's what you're supposed to pull up.
I
on
didn't
the
pull that up. That
roundtable.
was Dan. TD, this is what I have pulled up on my screen. This is what Dan has pulled up. That's Dan's screen. This is my screen. Remember those?
Oh yeah, they were pretty good.
That's what I got.
But yeah. Pull up that pull up what we talking about.
Damn, Doug's at 45K, bro.
He's at 45.
What is he doing, bro?
Did
Oh
he
my
just hit it?
god. 45,000 is absurd.
Guys, I'm so close to 22. I sound like a 22. It's so little compared to 40. Damn. How much you got, Colby? You're around.
I'm like 20.1, 20.2.
So you hit 20 recently?
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Like a month
Pull up
ago.
Doug's, Richie.
You
Pull
wanna
up
see
that
Dan
side
Mitchell?
by side.
Is you want to see Dan Mitchell, bro?
You got that
Uh-oh.
side by side.
Dan is ready to flex now. Dan's ready to flex.
I'm at 22,323, baby.
Oh, Dan was ready to just he
was ready to
surpassed. You know what? Dan had the lead ahead of me, right?
It's the vertical stream, bro. It's the
Yeah, you're
vertical
cheating.
vertical
So
stream.
let me just tell the story. So I got hired to be, or I got recruited to be the Jets guy for this channel 4 years ago. I had the smallest channel out of all of us.
Facts.
And then Dan saw Jets Media surpass him last year. He got tight. So now he's utilizing this fake vertical stream algorithm to get fake subscribers. And now he surpassed me again and he just flexed it on me. I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited for 22K. Guys, help
What
me
did
out to
you do? Did you
22K.
get a
Dan's
bunch
like,
of
oh, yeah?
subscribers?
I'm at 22.3, Richie.
Did you just gain a bunch of subscribers like the last week or two or something?
Dude, listen,
Who?
it's vertical
Dan?
streaming.
I still don't understand what the hell vertical.
It's basically like Shorts algorithm, like right. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try a short stream on the Roundtable.
We should
just for Dan's purpose.
We should try a vertical stream.
Dan is the definition of vertical stuff. It's TikTok. Don't you get it? There's a consistent thread here, right? It's TikTok, it's Instagram, but he's a man of, it works, and I've been utilizing it. My Instagram is doing pretty well right now, and I'm taking the Dan Mitchell route.
The gram, dude. The
gram's looking good. Our Roundtable Sports gram's killing it, low key.
So
oh my God.
Followers right now.
Guys, we need more followers on Instagram, guys. We have 399 followers. Can we get the 400 followers on Instagram? Can we get the 400?
Richie asking for one more.
I'm asking for one more. Like, can we get I can't see 399, bro. 399? Come on.
Now you're going to get a bunch of people to unfollow you.
Now that
everybody's going to be like, Colby, one more. Colby, how about one less?
Colby.
I'm just saying, yeah, you're right.
That's going to make people do
Give them ideas. That's my bad, guys.
At roundtable.sports on Instagram. Let's see. I'm going to keep refreshing it until I see 400. Come on now.
Going down.
At Roundtable Sports on Instagram. Who wants to be our 400th follower? I'll give you a shout. Come on. Roundtable.sports on Instagram. I know someone's live scrambling to Instagram. Hey, we got it. We got it. Oh, who was it?
Richie go wake up. It's going to be 360.
Moose Perk. Moose. Thank you. Thank you, Moose, for being our 400th follower. I am Tooch. Followed us. 401. Let's go. Let's run it up, baby. Appreciate you guys.
Run it up.
I'm trying my hardest over here to build something on these social media platforms. So,
and Glenn says it's because Dan's streaming for 12 hours a day.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Oh my God.
I'm going hard, Glenn. I'm going hard, baby.
Guys, this is the Instagram handle in case you guys want to check us out. Shout out to the people. We got 407 followers now. Wow. Okay, you guys are now helping the boys out. Patriots Global followed us. Away. I gotta follow him back.
Let's
Patriots
go.
Global. Guys, I'm trying my hardest to build something special here. We are trying to build something special, and it'll be greatly how many followers do we have on Twitter on Roundtable Sports? Let's see. Do we have more or less than that?
I myself need a social media manager because posting by myself on every single social media platform is the hardest, most stressful thing to do.
Yeah, tell me about it, Colby.
Ugh.
I feel you, brother. We're at 535 followers on X. Let's go. Wait, y'all still care about Instagram? So when you're building a sports media outlet, you gotta care about Instagram, Tyler. You know what I mean? Hey, Richie, can we get a 420 stream? Poor TD has no idea what that means. It's okay, buddy. You're a father. You don't need to be in on that. Hey, shout out to the follower on X. Let's go. Should we do a 420 stream? Call me out, Richie. Woo! I'll call you out. Shout out to that, babe. Store. Let's go.
Is that Dan Mitchell?
Pissing? Oh, my God. His mic is on again while he's taking a piss. Man.
Oh, my gosh. Dan is the funniest thing.
Yo, he's not real, bro.
Dude, let's just see what his face looks like when he walks back here. He's going to be here any second. We're listening to Dan P, by the way.
Oh, shit. Y'all heard? Y'all heard?
Yeah, we heard it all.
It's a healthy stream.
Dude, mute your mic. Did you get your Shure mic? When did you order this thing? When is it coming?
So I have it in a box like right next to me. I just haven't set it up yet.
What? You had your Shure mic and you're streaming 12 hours a day and you're not utilizing it?
Dude, I've been busy. It's free agency frenzy.
Isn't that like $300?
It's free agency frenzy, my friend.
More for the
I'm standing up, by the way. Listen. So for all of you that work at home, and this is everybody like in the chat, invest in a stand-up desk. 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 Invest in a stand I love a good stand-up desk. It's beautiful.
This stream
Just
is being
back,
brought to
you
you
walk
by
around, bro.
standupdesk.com.
So you walk around, you can pace back and forth, dude. The whole nine, bro. Stand-up desk is where it's at.
Bro, you getting sponsored by them?
No, but I should be.
I'm kind of like seated.
Hit him up.
I'm seated. I kind of want to stand.
I know. Now you got me wanting to stand, but you're gonna see
Stand
nothing
up
but
desk.
crotch if
Listen,
I do.
I sold all y'all.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
sold all y'all. Like, just
I'm wearing Jets pants too. Look at that.
I wouldn't have
real
known
fan.
unless you showed me.
Look at
Thank
that.
God. I'm wearing
So tall.
Patriots pajamas.
There we go.
Thankfully for you guys, I didn't wear my onesie today. Next time though.
I do got a Jets onesie.
that's why I love y'all, man.
We love you too, Dan.
Damn,
Buddy.
I love
Yeah,
y'all.
that's how you know he's a little out of it.
he's
Freaking love you guys, man.
I do, bro. I do, man.
Why do you love us, Dan?
I mean, so where do I start?
With why you love.
All right, listen, you know what? So I feel like it's a good time to bring in the Patreon members.
You know what that means. Dan's ready to get out of here. You know?
Maybe.
Dan,
Maybe.
it's free agency frenzy. We're going another 2 hours, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yo, listen, I'm fine with it, man.
Even though this has been the
Why don't you
quietest.
talk about the Jets, man?
Yeah, we didn't say one peep.
So I want you to talk about the Jets real fast.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Jets, though.
Yep,
Free
that's our name.
agency frenzy, New York Jets. What's going on with the Jets, bro?
They did get a little tackle. Little tackle.
We got a little tackle today, solid right tackle, you know what I mean? Coming from Baltimore, former Jet, only giving up a 6th-round pick, moving back in the 4th round, a $5.5 million cap hit for a starting caliber right tackle like Morgan Moses, who's a freaking rock. I mean, that's the best move of the offseason for the New York Jets so far, 110%. I mean, you guys heard me last week saying we have 2 offensive linemen, so which means we have 3 holes on the offensive line to fill. The Jets got their left guard and John Simpson from the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, and then we trade for another Baltimore Raven and Morgan Moses. So they got that chemistry. They got that continuity. Morgan Moses was also a member of the New York Jets in 2021. He had nothing but glowing things to say about the Jets when he left the Jets. I actually wanted the Jets to re-sign him in the 2022 offseason before he signed a 3-year deal with the Ravens, but it's all good. 2-year hiatus. He's back now. Shout out to that move. Now we just have one more hole to fill, and that's at left tackle. Tyrod Taylor, bro. What do you mean? We don't have the backup quarterback role anymore.
Starting
And then we also got Tyrod. Let's talk about Tyrod, baby.
Tyrod Taylor.
We got a backup quarterback. This is the best backup quarterback in my life. I mean, this is
Richie broke this down for us on his live stream, and then he made a TikTok for us on his live stream. I was there watching it.
But Tyrod's the starter because Aaron Rodgers is going to run to be VP.
Kobe's watching Jets media, and he's doing
me?
both.
He's running VP.
He's a multitasker, bro. He's gonna be the VP of the. I mean, tell me that's not cool, bro.
Richie, you
You can
can't
be the
do
VP
both.
and a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
You can't do both, Richie. He's
Watch.
gonna be on
Watch.
the road, bro. Campaigning.
Watch. He knows what he's doing. He's gonna be out there. Hey, you know where he is right now? I told you on the huddle. Do you remember?
On a retreat.
Hosted by who?
Jordan Poyer.
Yes, indeed. Jordan Poyer hosted a whole retreat that he said, I'm really fascinated by Poyer, by the way. Just him as a person. I follow him on Instagram, and he was saying that he's been planning this retreat for 8 months. Von Miller's there. Aaron Rodgers is there. Obviously, Jordan Poyer hosted it. I don't know who else is there from the NFL.
He
But
buttering him up.
Apparently, it's just the
Poyer
AFC.
buttering him up.
Yeah, when I saw that at first, I was like, oh, Poyer's coming to the Jets. And then literally like a few minutes later, he signed with the Dolphins. I was like, oh.
You're like, ah.
I thought that was like, oh, cool. Poyer's a really cool dude, man. I like him a lot.
His wife blocked me on Instagram.
What?
She blocked you on Instagram?
Interesting
Why?
fact.
What were you
Yeah.
doing to
I
Jordan
don't know. Like
Poyer?
2016, I was in high school, man. I was trolling because like Poyer was talking some crap on the Patriots, and I was like, "Yeah, that's why you can never beat us." And I don't know. His wife was talking some crap, so then I said something to her, and then she
Were you like 12 at that time? I mean,
I wasn't 12, Richie. That would have been
15?
middle school, not high school. I was like 16.
16. Damn,
16.
bro. You know what, Colby? You're making me feel like I'm not young. Because usually I'm
That's
the
okay,
young
dude.
one.
We'll link up in Vegas, and you'll feel young again. I got you.
Let's go, bro. I'm always like, I'm around the old heads, bro. I need some youth.
Dude,
I'm around
always
the
down
old
for a fun
heads.
time. I'm always down
This
for a
is
fun
sick. We got some
You're
youth.
not that old, Richie. I'm not that old, bro.
I think Dan drinks more on a weekly basis than I've drank in the last year.
Come on, man. Colby. Come on, Colby.
It's okay.
I successfully did sober January, bro.
Sober January. Yeah, he said, I want to test myself. I want to see if I can go an entire month without drinking. That's wild.
Gosh.
That's wild.
California sober is where it's at.
I succeeded, my guy.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
And then why don't you let us know where you why you broke your fast from drinking? You remember? You told me.
Was Miami.
Why?
Because I was with the boys, dude.
No, it's for your flight, bro.
It was for my flight. Exactly.
Yeah, you don't like flying.
I hate flying.
Dan been doing a lot of flying lately.
I've been doing a lot of flying.
There he is. Look at Dan.
Outdoor light, dude.
You got a nice new ring light?
Yeah. Some new stuff.
Right. We're gonna put the Patreon link just for you, bro.
You ain't got the purple. You got the nice little shadow light in the back. I love it. Look at him.
Nah, bro.
Ooh, flexing.
Dan is flexing. TD, you better be careful. He's coming for you, bro.
I know you know that.
Dude, listen. He's not my competition, bro.
Yeah, ain't nobody coming for TD. I don't compete with nobody.
My competition is local news stations that think that they can start a YouTube channel and have more of a following than me. That's my competition.
That's how you know Dan's drunk. That's how you know Dan's drunk is when he's Dan's
really mad about this local news channel.
No, he's been saying this for a long time. He hates these local news channels more than anything.
Where, in Florida or just in general?
In Buffalo, like Buffalo local news channel.
Some local news station has like 30,000 subs, and it pisses me off. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking destroy them because I know like they have a team of like 40 people. And I want to fucking destroy them. So if anybody in the chat wants to help me destroy a local news station in Buffalo, subscribe to my channel.
It's annoying too, though, because YouTube like promotes those guys. Like in YouTube search rankings, they always put those guys first.
But then
they pay for it though.
But then why can't you both win together? Why does it have to be a competition? Why can't you like collab and win together?
No. Because listen, like. Half the reason why I don't want to collab with them because I tried to collab with them and they said, hey, sorry, we would love to come on your podcast, but our bosses say you're too brash. They said you're too brash and you wouldn't fit our brand. So as soon as when the news station told me that I was too brash, I was like, okay, I'm about to fucking bury you fools. So subscribe to Dan Mitchell so I can beat the local news stations.
Bro, you actually reached out to them and you were just like, hey, you guys want to like link up or something?
So I tried to collab with like one of the reporters and she hit me back and she was just like, hey, sorry, my boss said that like you're too brash and you're not good for our brand. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to bury you fools now, bro. So I was gonna subscribe to Dan Mitchell so I can beat the local news stations, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that got me.
We gotta make merch. Dan's too brash.
Dan's too brash, dude. They said you're too brash.
Can we define?
Who uses that word? I don't even know what that word means. Actually, I gotta look it up.
The definition of brash:
self-assertive in a rude, noisy, overbearing way.
Wait, what is it?
They some old heads if they're using the word brash.
So strong, eccentric. Or irrelevant. Yo, dude, I don't even know this.
Damn, dude. Now you're gonna start taking this personally. They called you irrelevant. That's wild.
Dude.
Wait a second.
Folks.
Self-assertive in a rude, noisy, or overbearing way.
We are gonna see some tweets from Dan tonight.
Chat. Go subscribe to me just so I can beat these local news stations that call me brash, bro. Like the second that I surpass these local news stations is going to be my day.
Dan, they pay for advertising though, man. You got to do that. I've never done it, but I've considered it. I just have done everything I've done organically. But when you really look at it, some people are like, oh, because this is big thing in Dolphins world. Oh, this person's growing fast because they're paying for subscribers. Me personally, I don't care what you do. At the end of the day, it's called advertisement, getting your name out there to people that don't even know you exist. So I've considered it. I just haven't done it yet because I'm just in my own little world. But that's what you're gonna have to do, bro, because that's what they're doing. They're paying Google. They have a Google budget every day to send their stuff out. And that's why companies and stuff like that grow, and they're at the top of the Google search. I go to myself on Google. I got to go 40 clicks down to see where I'm at. And then some of the people that do what I do, they're right there at number 1 and number 2. That's all you need to know. And you'll see the news station at the top because they pay for it.
I wonder how much you realistically have to pay, because I've been wondering, like, because I used to rank high on the Patriots search results, and like lately I just don't. And I'm like, damn, dude, like I literally have to pay to start ranking again, or am I missing?
It's a matter of how much results you want. You could pay as little as $10, but you might get like 2 subscribers. You could pay $1,000 and you might bring in 200 subscribers. Based off of the ad campaign. So it just depends.
These are the fools. So these are the fools right now that
you pulled it up.
It's a fucking news station.
Plus.
Yeah.
Wow, I love their logo. Their logo looks really nice.
Dude, listen, man, like they have like some college student that like makes like their like fucking thumbnails and shit or whatever, like all like corny and all cute. But listen, bro,
I like that.
I fucking destroy them in content, bro. Listen, anybody that like is watching the AFC's Roundtable right now, follow Dan Mitchell, because I'm gonna beat these fools.
Damn.
In like 2. Listen, I did. That's just how it works.
Tamar Hamlin highlights.
Tamar.
This is what Dan Mitchell goes to sleep to. Tamar Hamlin highlights, y'all.
Follow Dan Mitchell right now. Sub to me so I can beat this news station, bro. Like the second that I beat this news station, I can rest. Like think of me as that. Like think of me as like think of
you don't
me
even
as
have a color.
22.3K subs. Go subscribe to Dan Mitchell so I can beat this news station. Because nothing would make me happier than me having more subscribers and like a team of like 60 people. Nothing would make me happier. Go subscribe to Dan Mitchell.
I'm telling you got to put some advertising dollars there. I actually called Google because I
want to beat them without advertising dollars. Like I want to beat them without advertising dollars.
There was a point though. I thought Google was discriminating against me. Like real talk. I'm not lying to you. No, I'm serious. You got to understand. It was a point where I was doing videos more than anyone, getting more views and everything. But why, whenever I type in Miami Dolphins, I have to go down to like page 7 and just to find my first video. And there's certain people that were literally at the top, page 1. I called Google. Why is mine not popping? Why is mine not going to the top? And they explained all of it to me. They said, to be on the first page, you have to, pay for it. And they walked me. They were telling me everybody who was paying for it and everything. This channel right here, this is an example. So I was just like, oh, I didn't know that. So that's what you got to do.
So that's why I will say, like, yo, like I've said this on my channel already. So from now on, moving forward, Dan Mitchell is streaming 7+ hours Monday through Friday until I beat this local news station. I will stream 7+ hours Monday through Friday until I beat this fucking news station, because I refuse to let corporate media be a good, wholehearted content creator. At the end of it,
is this healthy for you, Dan?
Make it happen.
Go subscribe to Dan Mitchell. Subscribe to Patriots Global while you're at it too.
Yeah, come on, guys, get us back up there. Help out the search rankings. Help your boy out.
So you're the biggest path YouTuber, right, Colby?
Yeah, I'm the biggest path YouTuber. I had, for the longest time, I had more than like Patriots, like kind of like what you were just saying with like Buffalo Plus. It's like that, but with Patriots ones, and I was bigger than them for the longest time. Honestly, I'm still bigger than a lot of them, and the ones that are bigger than me are only like 2,000 subscribers more, maybe.
Yeah,
Dan's getting called out in the chat.
So Dan is faded, dude. And so I'm on vacation, baby. So I'm going on vacation tomorrow, bro.
Where are you going?
So I'm having a sweet tea. All right.
You going to Disney World?
I'm going to Bora Bora tomorrow.
Nice.
No, I'm not going to Bora Bora.
I was about to say, be safe.
I'll just go to South Carolina. Go see some.
Dan, you've never been out of the country yet, I've heard. Yeah, I thought.
So I bet in Canada. So
I don't know.
Canada to Mexico action.
Colby, have
So
you ever been out of the country?
So
Yeah,
the
I've
North
been to like
America,
Canada and all.
that's it. Yeah.
Other
Most
countries.
definitely. I was spending North America. That's it. So with
you guys got to
Canada,
explore
Mexico
the
action.
world. Let's get the boys out of the explore the world a little bit.
I would love to.
I ain't leaving this country.
It's my dad's birthday. So it's my dad's birthday this coming weekend. So I'm going to surprise him in South Carolina this weekend.
Happy birthday to Pops, man. But I ain't never leaving this country. I ain't crazy.
That's it.
You call me crazy for traveling the world, TD?
Hey, you crazy.
Canada don't count.
I ain't listen.
Canada don't count. From Mexico. Does Mexico count or no?
Every week, a stable country got a civil war. Every week. Every week. Nope. I'm straight.
Dude, honestly, man, I love this show.
Fun, man. It's fun to get a culture shock.
I bet it is until you're running through the country looking for an embassy.
Anyone talking football? Now we talking life.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking football for a minute now. So we're gonna get into the Patreons, right? We're gonna get to the Patreons.
Let's do it.
But before we do that, TD, we do have a proud sponsor that we want to remind the people about, and it's actually linked in the chat. Right, TD?
I hope so. I don't have the chat up.
Yep, it is. Just want to double check. Sign up for BetUS with this link, and you will get a 125% sign up bonus, baby. Come on now. Now, I'm hopeful that you guys are aware already that we're on BetUS TV every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the huddle, right? Now, BetUS not only has that YouTube channel, but they also have an awesome sports book that you guys can check out. We went over the division winners earlier in the stream, but if you're just tuning in for the first time and was not seeing it, here are the odds. Put your money where your mouth is, okay? Open up an account with BetUS, put some money in. You get 125% sign-up bonus, not on your first deposit, but your first 3, okay? Jets at plus 285. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. So they got a lot of fun things cooking up. Mike Vick's the new face of it. 10% gamblers insurance, 125% bonus. Come on now. Everybody, go check it out. We appreciate
and use code JOIN125. And don't forget, my favorite part of it is the casino. Man, Blackjack. I love having fun on BetUS, but even so, if you didn't have any money in there, they got the free casino as well. That's pretty dope. Check it out. Maybe you might want to go ahead and play some of the slot machines. They have all of that. They have the real money. They have the free money, all of that. You get to have some nice, cool fun on their site. All right. Check it out because when football season starts, this is the number one place to place your bets, your parlays, your sports book. Also, when you really look at it, at the end of the day, y'all already know that the Dolphins are going to win the division. So come on, Richie, don't put $1.
Yeah, baby.
Take a hit, Richie. Double down. Oh, I made it worse.
Put down 100.
Let's go. Yay. Put some more money on it, Richie.
500. Yeah, you wild.
Put 100 on it, Richie.
Oh, he's doing it. No way.
Ooh, 2 hands, Richie. Oh, he do it 1 hand.
2 hands.
Uh-oh. Split them, Richie.
How you split it on
Oh,
this?
not that one. You take a hit. Stay. Now split those. Woo. Take a double down. Take a hit. Hey, but we still won 2 out of 3, so we profited. All right, give me one more. Right. 3 hands. One more. Richie. One more. We having fun. I'm on my blackjack right now, man.
What's going on?
You gotta take a hit.
No insurance, bro.
Richie trying to get insurance. Stay right there. Take a hit.
Bang.
Whoa! All right. That's not bad. There you have it. Ooh.
Well, there's a little teaser of what Blackjack looks like on BetUS.
That was fun. I enjoyed that. I might just go ahead and spend all my savings tonight.
King Jamie talk about, wow, TD isn't good at this. Well, you go on and try. I always talk about me, man, but it's pretty cool, man. I actually rack up on this. So whatever, King Jamie.
Yeah. And that was not real money. There, you can play for fun. That's what I was just doing. So there's a play for fun option, and then there's play for real.
That's not fun.
Yeah. You get your practice in before you play for real.
Yeah, you can like play around with it so you don't feel like you're losing your money, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun. All right, let's get into some Patreon callers. LaSalle, you're live.
LaSalle, yo, where's the music?
So you're doing the like just voices, I guess, right?
Well, you never show your face anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Anyway.
That is true.
First
right?
of all, I just want to say first, because you guys showed up at US and stuff, I just want to make sure that everyone knows bet responsibly. Bet responsibly, you know, like don't bet too much. Don't bet too much and whatever. Gambling could be real bad addiction.
100%.
It's one hell of a drug. But one thing I want to say to TD, how are you doing this off season? How are you doing this free agency? Didn't I tell you that your guy will be gone? Wilkins will be gone. I told you that.
You did say that,
and you were saying no. You don't understand. You're gonna get him back. Don't worry. And then I just saw him. He got signed to the Oakland Raiders. Now he's average. Now he said he's average.
Because we got better, LaSalle. We still better than your team.
No, man. I don't see that. Actually. I actually feel like you guys gotten worse. Actually,
man,
you guys gotten worse. Especially the Bills as well. The Bills as well gotten worse. Actually, the Bills gotten worse as well. Like they lost all their good players on the defense, and hasn't done anything to try to replenish it. So 13 wins. Oh, please! Like right now, I don't even see him getting 10 wins, let alone 13. And then I will say, Richie, I've been saying this on I think multiple occasions. I like the trade. I like the trade you did, but I will say, now that Mike Williams is now in free agency, I want to see them go and splurge on that. Go and get that guy.
Go all in.
Because that is exactly what we need. Right now we got a Garrett Wilson who is elusive and stuff, but Mike Williams is the brute force. The guy that you could forward into one-on-one, and he'll just jump up and be just more physical than the other person.
I mean, hey, you don't gotta convince me. You don't gotta convince me on my will, baby. I'm all in. LaSalle, thank you for the call, my friend. We appreciate you. TD or Colby, because I know Dan's busy right now. Mike Williams to the Jets.
I'm getting a cheesecake. That's it.
Mike Williams to the Jets?
Potentially. What do you like?
He want him to.
I don't know. What are you giving Mike Williams in terms of money? Because he's coming off of two like ACL injuries. He's not what he used to be. He's old, and especially at his age, coming off of this past season, coming off of his, I want to say complete ACL tear. Might have been Achilles, but I think it was ACL. I don't know. ACL. I'm only signing him to like a low budget contract. Like I'm giving you $10 million max for the year on a 1 year deal.
$10.
$10. Yeah, he's getting $10
max.
That'd be wild. But yeah, no, because Patriots fans have thrown out that same idea. Like, if you're signing him to be your wide receiver one, just be prepared to be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to, like, I'd rather have Keenan Allen at this point, who caught over 100 passes last year, than Mike Williams.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong. I don't see anything wrong with it at the right price. Tyrod Taylor gonna need as much as he can, all season. So it doesn't hurt if you can get him for the right price, bro.
So, like, what's the right price? Like, to you personally, like, what is the max value you're signing him to?
$4 million.
Like $6 million.
I would sign him for $4 million. I would sign him for $4 million. Yeah, sure. But you know what? I would make it to where in training camp, if you show me that you're not healthy enough to play, then I can cut you without repercussions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the structure of the contract. It's going to be it all.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the next caller. Glenn, you're live.
Hello, how are y'all tonight?
Hey, Glenn.
Great.
Hey, wish Tyson a speedy recovery and his rehab.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Want to do that? Hey, and for Dan, the answer to that question I asked you was Bills lost to Miami 20 times in a row.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I get it, Glenn. Damn, Glenn.
20 times.
Hey.
Well, that's worse than the Jets and the Patriots issue.
Yeah, that's the worst losing to one team in the NFL ever.
Oh,
I didn't
gosh,
know.
the Jets
I
beat
didn't
the
even hold on.
Patriots.
I didn't even know that we beat them 20 times in a row before.
Yeah, Bills lost to Miami 20 times in a row. 20 times in a row. Yeah.
Oh, trash.
Was that 10 years in a row?
Yeah. And hey, TD, you got to stop trolling, man. People don't know when you're trolling or telling the truth.
Where? What are you talking about?
TD. That's what
Oh my God. Man, you know what you are? You're like a dartboard player. You throw up a bunch of darts, 50 darts on a dartboard. Sooner or later, one will stick. And then you can come back and say, yeah, see what I told you 2 years ago?
Yeah,
I got that right.
Finally.
Hey, the difference is, Glenn, all 50 of them stick. It's just different times.
No, half of them are falling off. Like here you go. Here's one. You're so high on Wilkins. Tell me how many times he joined. He played big in big games.
Christian Wilkins
last year. Yeah, not one of his sacks came against a winning team.
Well, first off, first of all, let's
not one of his sacks.
Hold on,
the Jets, the Carolina Panthers.
Hold on, Glenn. See, this is where you misunderstand me. When was I high on Wilkins?
See, I'm not as high on Wilkins as he was. He can only do one or the other.
What do you mean? Where was I? You were saying he was better than Quinnen Williams, TD.
Both things can be true. I'm not high on him.
See what I mean? Glenn, we're proving this point.
Hey,
I just proved your point.
Hey, for $28 million? No. That ain't worth it for me.
Hey, them chumps like Quinnen Williams making a little peanut money, man. Little itty bitty money.
Why are you saying it's a negative? I'm looking at that contract and smiling from ear to ear now.
But I told you.
But hey, TD, you know how Richie's always saying he got an elite team? What's fun, or elite defense? What's funny is he's always saying, God, Miami played good against the bad teams. Or good against the bad teams. He played the same teams that we did. So he's trying to say his team's elite against those same bad teams we played. Well, you can't be elite defense
Glenn,
and play against the bad teams.
We actually could.
You didn't beat no good teams.
We handed the Eagles their first L of their season.
Eagles
downfall.
Hey,
what'd you guys do
still had 400 yards.
What'd you do?
Eagles still had close to 400 yards that game.
Who?
They still had close to 400 yards that game.
12 points. Who cares about yards? It's about points. Who cares about yards? We're talking about points.
Hey, Glenn, before you go, I got a question.
800 yards, you got 12 points. That's all that matters.
I got a question for you, man. How you feel with Tyreek and Waddle going up against DeMar Hamlin this year, bro?
Oh. Hey, they might as well get me out there at 55 years old trying to cover them. They have a better chance. At least I stay in one spot because I ain't running nowhere. I'm not running nowhere. So if the receiver ain't coming to me, I'm not doing nothing.
Oh my!
That's how Hamlin don't play.
It's DeMar Hamlin.
All right.
Oh,
wait a second. Glenn,
hey, you guys have a good night.
Man.
You too, Glenn.
Hey, Pat Scoble. Good luck seeing you. Bye.
I appreciate that, man.
Glenn.
Pat
Gotta love him.
Scoble doing his thing, man.
Slippy.
I'm trying.
Dolphins winning all last year to win no division or playoff game. Stay sorry, Finns. The Bills during a mini youth movement still win this division.
Yeah, it's gonna be different next year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep, the Jets are winning it finally, bro. Oh my God, it's been my whole life waiting.
Ridiculous.
Thank you, Slippy, for a $5 super chat. Great member of the channel. Andy Johnson's next up. What's up, Andy? Andy, you're live.
Andy, what up?
Andy, I know you're there, buddy. Come on.
Andy
I didn't know I was muted.
There you go.
I was
What's
talking,
up?
didn't realize I was muted.
No worries.
So I got a little something for all of you.
Uh-oh.
Richie, you realize if this whole
Why do I have
vice
to go- why do I have
presidency
to go
thing is
first?
true, he's not going to be able to do both, right?
Yeah, he's going to be the first multitasker presidency in history.
He's going to be campaigning Monday through Wednesday.
Wish in one hand and you know what to do in the other.
It's all part of the process.
If it's true. We don't know 100% yet.
He coming out there retreat, bro.
TD, don't you think it would make more sense to trade your first round pick to get more draft picks to actually fill your roster?
Yeah, I think that's what we're actually going to do, Andy. I really do. We got a lot of needs, bro, and they got to figure out something. So I think that's exactly what we might actually do. Try to get 2 second-round picks for that first.
Yeah, or at least a second and a third.
2 seconds.
Okay. Global. With all that money, you ain't spending. What's going on?
Dude, let me tell you, I woke up so frustrated today that I almost ran through an absolute wall. Like 3 days of this BS with over $50 million still left in cap space, and we're here bargain outlet signing. Like literally, we could have went to Gucci, bro. We could have went to Gucci with this money, but we went to Ross, shop for less. That's what we did in free agency this year.
I thought you guys were going to be spending. I thought Bill Belichick was gone.
I thought so too. Apparently, he's still here.
He's still
I gotta
there.
get in the front office because apparently I'm the only one that has a brain.
Apparently. And Dan, don't you worry. I'm gonna get you to 25,000. We're gonna get that OnlyFans.
Hey.
No, that's true. That's true, man. I said that if I get to 25K before the draft, then I will get an OnlyFans. I'll start an OnlyFans.
Don't worry.
Oh, God.
I got all sorts of stuff to do in the middle of the night. I can sit there and make YouTube channels left and right.
All right, listen.
YouTube's on to that, by the way.
25,000 before. the
No,
draft.
I'll sit there and make 1,000 emails, and then
They're gonna
I
detect
work
that's
at
Dan
night,
doing
and
that.
sometimes it's slow. I ain't got nothing else better to do.
Hey,
Shame.
So chat,
Don't
sound
be
off.
surprised
Like,
if all of a
who
sudden
would
you guys' subscribers start going up.
So chat, sound
be
off.
hilarious.
Who would
Andy's-
who would
I'm
subscribe to my
against it.
OnlyFans? Chat, sound off. Let me know. Let me get
Oh.
one in the chat if you would subscribe to my OnlyFans.
bro, what are you posting on this OnlyFans, Dan? Why don't you enlighten us?
It's a surprise, man.
DeMar Hamlin photos.
You have to go watch his stream from earlier.
Oh gosh, I'm good. I don't even want to know.
It's the
Well,
cock
All
ring.
right, boys.
It's the cock
I'll
ring.
check you next week.
Oh my gosh, dude. Andy,
It's a
appreciate you,
forearm
bro.
exerciser, bro. It's not a cock ring. It's a
Dude,
forearm.
you are too. What the actual? All right.
It's a forearm exerciser.
You'd be
dude.
packing
On
if
behalf
that
of
was real.
Roundtable Sports, I am banning alcohol from Dan Mitchell from future streams. This guy is out of. I don't even know.
Go ahead, bring that old psycho in here. I know he waiting.
No, he's actually not in tonight.
Yeah, he running as usual. Oh, there you go.
AFC East.
Don't lick
Roundtable
your lips, cuz.
gentlemen,
Don't
how
come
we
over here
doing?
licking your lips. Nobody want to see you licking your
AFC
lips.
East Roundtable gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
How you doing, bro?
Doing
Ain't
great,
no
bro.
pleasantries. Ain't no pleasantries.
Now that we got the pleasantries out the way, let's get down to business. First of all, first and foremost, Dan Mitchell, sit your ass down and get your ass a damn glass of water, son. What is wrong with you disrespecting this damn platform, coming on here drunk like that, Dan Mitchell? You done lost your damn mind. Yo, you already know why you're drunk, because y'all ain't got no damn body to sign. That's why, Dan Mitchell, you got that damn left tackle talking all that bullshit. He gonna get his ass whooped when we see him, Dan Mitchell. I know why you're drunk. Talking all that OnlyFans shit. Don't nobody want to see your ass, Dan Mitchell. You put your damn shirt on and you sit your ass down and lose, Dan Mitchell. What's wrong with you, man?
You're
You done
right.
lost your damn mind.
I'm
Hey,
lost.
TD, you're still
Hey,
on that line, son. You're still lying to the damn people.
Ain't nobody lying to nobody.
You sat up there and said Christian Wilkins was better than Q.
He
Now
is.
you was trying to your statement. No, son. First of all, name a season that boy had over 10,
$27.5 million. 27.5. He got his value. Quinn got his value.
He overpaid just like that Robert Hunt. Hey man, all of them fraud players they're gonna be trash when it all said and done.
You mad your quarterback ain't gonna be here? He gonna be campaigning next year. Y'all gonna win 7 games. Y'all gonna win. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. You ready to vote for him? You ready to vote for him? Look at that smile. Look at that. You ain't playing.
We gonna campaign. We gonna campaign, and we gonna make the playoffs at the same damn time. At the same damn time.
Stop lying to these people.
That. Huh?
Stop lying.
And we gonna sweep y'all. Y'all ain't nothing anyway, man. Who y'all gonna throw out there? Tyreek? Oh, shut down, bro. Shut down. Who you gonna rely on? A-Chain to come back? That's what you gonna do?
You said you gonna sweep us last year. What happened? Let the people know, Lowski. Let them know.
Bro, Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle and Zach Wilson. What are we talking about?
Oh, then why did you stick your neck out for him? Because you're the one that was talking.
I stuck my neck out for who? Hey man, you better stop lying. I ain't never stuck my neck out for that damn child. When we damn drafted him, I ain't want him. You get that damn child off my damn field. I never cared for that child. That child needed to go 3 years ago.
You a Zach Wilson fan. You a Zach Wilson fan. You advocated for him.
Now you're getting me heat.
You advocated for him.
Okay.
You advocated for him.
You don't let it get to him.
I don't like that damn child.
You tried to sign this man on the contract.
I'm done with you, man. Hey, man, you think Drake made Caleb Williams gonna save you? It ain't gonna save you, son.
You gonna come and save me.
Y'all can draft all whoever y'all want to, and we gonna still whoop that ass, okay? You just enjoy that basement and enjoy purgatory, son. Because
I remember when y'all said that last year. I remember when y'all said we gonna whoop you this year, and they didn't whoop.
What we said last year? We lost our quarterback 4 plays in, man.
You're gonna lose your quarterback this year to the presidency, so it's gonna be gone again. Hey, y'all ain't gonna have Zach Wilson this time either. You're gonna have Mr. Tim.
You better go get Zach Wilson back. Your favorite player of all time, Zach Wilson, the one you endorsed.
Hey, you can have him for peanuts. You can have him for peanuts right now.
Why you lying to people? Why you fronting? You know you was a big Zach Wilson advocate. Now you want to flip off.
Don't let him get to you, man. He's doing this on purpose.
Now I already know, man. I know TD's tactics, man. He gonna be needing to come and T soon enough, baby. Soon
Not
enough.
against the Jets. Not against the Jets.
Of course against the Jets because you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win.
It's what you said last year. Won't you tell the people you lied to them last year?
It's what I'm gonna say every year because y'all got a quarterback and y'all can't be good. Y'all can't be good teams.
Our quarterback better than yours.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be every year.
Our quarterback better than yours.
No, it ain't. No,
yes,
he ain't.
Yeah,
he ain't better than Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers washed.
He ain't better than Mr. VP.
Tua is better than Rodgers. Yeah, VP. You make sure you keep that in your mouth. That's right.
VP and playoffs. VP and playoffs.
Tyrod Taylor.
Jets.
Tyrod Taylor. That's all y'all gonna have, man.
Oh my God, King Lowski. Absolutely love that guy.
I found his weakness. Zach Wilson.
He came in hard.
Dude, when doesn't he come in hard?
So say for example,
shout out to King Lowski.
So say for example, you are watching this show right now and you're like, you know what? I would love to call in and talk to the host, talk some shit. I'll tell you what, if you want to ever have a conversation with us during the end of the show, definitely go ahead and check out our Patreon. Because that is exactly where you can sign up to come on the show and give us your thoughts. It's a beautiful way. So to extra support the channel, but not nearly as important as subscribing and also smashing that like button. That's all we're talking about right there.
That was the best way you've ever plugged the Patreon and the subscribe button.
It's the Patreon, baby. I feel like we haven't plugged the Patreon in a while, but if anybody ever wants to come on the show, Patreon is how you do it.
That is true. Patreon members linked in the description if you want to come on here, talk some ish with the boys. All right, well, we're going to wrap things up. TD, you got the Tony Dow show tonight?
No. We took this week off for spring break. We'll be back on Monday night, recapping everything.
For spring break.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My own podcast, the Tony Dow Show. Y'all come check it out. Just look up Tony Dow, TonyDowe, on YouTube, and I'll be over there talking about some TikTok bans and stuff like that.
So the first guest is Dan Mitchell.
Well, the wife was the first guest. The second guest
you're really pushing for
it. Sober Dan Mitchell.
Sober Dan Mitchell. Coming on.
Dan, I think this stream made you very your chances of the Tony Dow show diminished after your drunk performance tonight, I think.
No, they didn't diminish. They weren't very high to begin with.
It helps.
It helped. Well, we're going to wrap things up, guys. Free agency frenzy. We'll see you next week when things get wrapped up even more. We appreciate all the support, guys. Have a great rest of your day or rest of your night.
Peace. Super Bowl. Damar Hamlin, #1 secondary.